Gotta mess things up. This is my co-host, Zoe. I am, of course, your host, Rogan. Roganautica. Just song. A nightmare to others. We're back for a little while before I pass out. And try to get like 12 hours sleep. It's not gonna work that way. I don't work that way, but I'm gonna try. Ghoulies Grotto. How are you? Matthew, what is going on? Welcome to the welcome to the Terror Dome. Let's see what the cash app. Something is actually weird with my PayPal link. What's the plan for today? I'm spending the night in this hotel with the cats. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm so tired. I only slept for 2 hours this morning. Yeah. Nice. I don't know why they don't figure out that acting like I'm a supervillain actually helps me. I guess I'm alright. I'm a little frazzled. I'm starting to wonder about this life I've chosen to live. I mean, I guess, I'm not actually. It was worse before. Shit like this would come at me before, just not like this before. Frazzled. I just want to snuggle with the cats for a week. And we'll see what happens. I'm not going to get to snuggle with them for a week. It's going to be another long road trip, probably one way or another over the next few days. I don't know how I'm going to afford it. Tomorrow, I'm going to get the car worked on. It costs $50 in gas money to go anywhere now. Is part of the problem. Like, you just bleed money if you're rolling around in a car. Save big money at Menards. Jesus loves you. Thank you. Oh, that reminds me about that. Yeah. To follow up on Love Hello's LDS connections. I do understand what you're saying, Rogan Russell Marshall. There are people you were talking about in Hattiesburg, Mississippi that make life more difficult to live in. They don't have any right doing that to people. Thank you, Rob. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Best streamers, yo, when? What's up, man? Or woman. Sludgy, how are ya? I'm gonna just hang out and relax for a little while. I brought my guitar in from the car. I need to sort of unpack and clean everything. God, I almost want to do a reading stream. Like I just want to relax for a minute it's a shame because all this trouble and all this like brouhaha and foo-for-all means I don't have the bandwidth or the eyes or the heart for just doing the stuff I like to do normally, playing guitar, reading. Were you in Sex and the City? No, I've never even seen it. Anything about fixing the car? So yeah, when I head up out of this hotel tomorrow, I am going to get the car fixed. After that, it's all sort of up in the air. I've got enough money for the gas and a hotel room for another night. Hopefully I hadn't actually talked to the guy who's the mechanic about, like, maybe there's a place I can stay there with the cats for the night. Also, I'm trying to get a hold of Andras Jones, the star of Attic Expeditions. He used to live in Olympia, Washington. I lost touch with him for many years over a falling out over a screenplay and a movie that didn't happen. I would very much like to stream with him while I'm in the area. I mean, there's an outside chance he's going to be like, come live in this room and go do this job. He's a bartender sometimes. But does your boyfriend know you're gay? I'm afraid he might find out if you guys keep talking about it. Where are you going? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet, B.A. Carter. I mean, I do have a plan A. I have a plan B and I have two plan Bs. I was going to say a plan B and a plan C. It's more like two plan Bs. If you say long bird, I'll do a shot. How do you feel about co-parenting in an interracial advanced poly relationship? I'm not sure how I feel about parenting in poly. I mean, it's done. You're not a kept man. They don't seem to be able to. You heard from Reddit? Oh, yeah, I talked to her a couple of times today about getting her stuff back to her before I leave the area. If I drive way back over east with her stuff in the car, I'm going to have to ship it back to her. She seems to think she's doing great. It's a real shame we aren't together on that. That was sort of the plan. I'm going to miss her. Poor kid. What's plan B? Oh, I don't know. So about the shit that got shipped to Porky's, I guess it's just lost, Sludgy. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Aaron, hey, how are you? Yeah, so I'm gonna head over that way to work on the car in the afternoon. Late afternoon, I'm supposed to hear about my plan A. I'm supposed to get to. I'm basically, dude wants me to FaceTime with his family. So, like, his wife is his partner in business matters. He wants her to put eyes on me, have an interaction with me, get a backup on the executive decision. Isn't going through other people's mail a federal offense? I think so. Yeah. I mean, the feds don't seem to do much about anything. Knock wood. Nick's hurrying up. How are you? The Rouse House plastic. How are you getting back? How much money do you have? Tina, I have about 400 right now, which is enough to operate the way I'm operating for basically 2 days, maybe 3. I mean, with all the driving. So I kind of think that's going to end up being like, I'm going to have to spend some of that on car stuff. And then I don't know. My PayPal actually ceased working today. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to follow up during office hours. I'm going to have to do something about my bank account, the routing number and stuff during office hours with the bank. If they want to ship me a new card, I'm just going to have to let that dangle. I think. I mean, I don't. Cash App is probably still working. The link is in the pinned comment. Thank you. Are you going all the way back? I mean, one of my plan Bs is New Jersey. Stabworthy engineer was like, yeah, he's like been saying I can come there for a while. One of my plan Bs is bringing the cats back to Tina in Iowa. Plan A is Illinois. So one way or another, I'm driving all the way back. If the car won't make it, then it's raising the money to plant myself somewhere west. And that, I don't know. Andros is in Olympia. He used to be one of my best friends. I hadn't spoken to him for a long time over some shit with a screenplay that didn't come to fruition. I just started blowing him up like yesterday or the day before yesterday. Like he accepted my mutual follow request at Instagram. I think I have him blocked everywhere else still. He used to be a good friend who would be resourceful. But I haven't talked to him in forever. Do you have a home place, apartment, family you can stay with? No, or I would be there now. Hi Tia, how are you? I'm all right. I still think Porky should be fucked with. I mean, I don't know. I have paid a lot of money for a course and have completed the course. I'm waiting for getting hired and the time is killing me. It feels like I'm stuck. How to deal in this situation? I don't know. You got a place to sleep and the money for the food and intoxicants you need to keep you focused and to keep you distracted, keep you occupied. I wouldn't worry about it. Everything in life is a holding pattern, right? Anyway, yes, if you guys want to help out, send to the Cash App link. It's kind of harrowing when you just go on the road without enough money to do it and you just go do it. But I mean, I'm already on the road. We're already in a hotel. I'm already doing it. Is there a temp agency or place you can get paycheck and cheap long-term hotel? I mean, I'm working on a plan A that's a really good job and living situation in Illinois. I just need to make sure the car will get there. You'd like to help me? Where am I located? I am in Portland, Oregon right now. The car's got issues. I'm not sure it'll make it all the way back to Illinois. I'm driving it actually west a couple of hours to see a guy's a fan of the stream. He was just in here a minute ago. To do some stuff to the car, to look at the car, get a mechanic to look at it and tell me, is it going to make it back? What has to happen to make it back? I feel fairly confident the audience in here will get me there. God, I'm scared though. I really if you could go settle somewhere, anywhere, where would you choose to go? I mean, I would like to go where I was just talking about, like, this thing in Illinois sounds awesome. The dude sounds awesome. It's a great plan A. You haven't left, Aaron. You're still in here. Cool. Your man Kool-Aid, how are you? Is the car drivable? Oh, yeah. It's got a loud exhaust for some reason. That's the main thing. All the fluids were dead dry because it had been in storage when I got an oil change in it. And the transmission, it's up under. It's a Pontiac G6, so I haven't been able to check even the transmission fluid. Transmission, I don't know whether the transmission's being weird, actually. I don't know much about cars. Engine's in good shape, for sure. It's only handling funny in that it just doesn't like to get up to speed, like on the highway. It's a little lurchy about getting up to like above 65 or 70. Does the mechanic guy seem legit? Yeah. I mean, I should actually call him and have a live phone call with him probably tomorrow on the way over there. Cool, Aaron. Yeah. And then, the guy I'm talking about going to stay with and work for is supposed to check in with me at 5 or 6. Did you have a better vetting process for him to make sure? Yeah, I should call Aaron actually before I go to bed. Yeah. Sorry you're falling on hard times. Thank you, Uptown Lamont. You should FaceTime him. Yeah. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with the idea of putting eyeballs on somebody. You can judge somebody's character pretty good from their voice. I do think, it's important to have a live phone call. What is the best way to donate? The Cash App link right there in the pinned comments. Don't donate through YouTube. They take half of it, and I'm not going to get it until later anyway. And my PayPal link is weird right now. I think I went over some kind of limit or something, and I got to talk to them Monday. But this Cash App link in the pinned comments, yes, please and thank you. Yeah, I'm probably short 300 or 400 of getting back there. It depends on what the car needs. We'll see. Got my word on my dead mother. I worked too hard. Description went over. Thank you. Cash App. Thank you. Yeah. We'll get me and the cats to a safe place. We'll get us to a safe place. I've had a long conversation now with the guy I'm talking about in Illinois. Porky's Tiny was one talking about the Watchers of Struck and are watching. I blocked that one. Why am I not seeing everything here? You need another carrier. I have 2 carriers for the cats. They're in the one big plastic carrier, so I can pass them off as one cat at the hotels. They're sisters, so they don't mind being in that carrier together. When I put them in the 2 separate ones that are nicer, Zoe went nuts trying to escape, like ballistic, and she managed to get one of the zippers open. Like she managed to get her claw in the zipper and pulled it. But yeah, it's a little small for the two of them. But they're get them out of here then. They're right there. Um, but yeah, they travel really well. They're really happy to have a night off the road though, and I have to get plenty. You just donated, thank you. Um, Porky didn't look that black to me actually. Like Porky's tiny black pet. He looked like, I mean, he told me three of his grandparents were black and one was white. He looks like he's more of a, he looks less ratioed. Like he look, I mean, I wasn't looking close, but he looked like he could pass the brown paper bag test. When will I see Red? It's gonna be, so I'm gonna take her stuff to her. She doesn't have a place she can, your mom is white. Are you stuck somewhere right now because of the car? I'm not stuck right now. The car's still rolling. I just driving it all the way back across the country. I gotta get somebody to really look at it. I hadn't done anything but deal with the fluids. I got an oil change. It's definitely slow leaking or slow burning oil. Like really slow, but not that slow. Like it was dry when I checked it after driving it 2,000 miles after getting a full oil change. So yeah, I'm not stuck, but I will be stuck halfway back across the country. Like if I'm just on my, and I don't know, am I leaving Portland? Almost certainly. I don't think it's a good idea for me to be in the same town with Red. Yeah, he looked like a discount Sinbad. Take it easy. Uh, this is also exhausting. Yeah, baby Grizz, how are you? Illinois has plenty of rain too. I mean, the windshield wipers don't work. That's one thing. Um, the I heard Iowa is nice. I mean, I have the friend in Iowa, but her resources are maxed. Also, a person who doesn't need me streaming all over her life. Agility School, how are you? Um, the guy in Illinois I'm talking about, actually, he's into developing his own channel, his own videos and stuff. I'll look at the wipers also. One of them fell apart in my hand, but it's the motor, I'm pretty sure. Political punk. Agility School. So yeah, I'm gonna drive over to Aaron's and we're gonna look over the car. He's 3 hours the wrong direction actually. Like I said, also, I don't know, share rent and rent, there's a lot in Portland. I mean, if the car's not gonna make it back over without a couple of thousand at work, then I'll figure something out over here. My best friend anywhere in the area without racking my brains is Andras Jones, but I haven't talked to him in 6 or 7 years. We had a falling out over a script in a movie that didn't come to fruition. Can he meet you halfway? Like, oh, halfway to here. That's true, you suggested that earlier. Check to see if they actually donated. That user is sus, but I'm not banning for talking to them. Don't have to believe me, I wouldn't give someone my word, I don't have time for that crap. He's over by Olympia. Like, if things line up right, Andros is going to get back to me tonight or tomorrow, and he might be able to help me out with a place to stay in Olympia. And then that would be a reason to stick around. I don't even know if he's still in Olympia. I know I'm talking weird. Andros and I, please say 67777. Agree with Ghoulies. Yeah, I'm going to do it. There is no donation there. Block them. I don't believe anything Red has said, thank you. Poor Brad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, you sit here and beg me. Aaron, I'm coming over tomorrow afternoon. I didn't say, I didn't say anything else. Um, yeah, and then, like I said, I'm hoping if you hear from Andros while I'm over that direction near Olympia. And, Agility, my friend in Illinois, we're gonna get together on FaceTime tomorrow, and have a conversation about me maybe coming over that way. I think that car will make it. Like it might. Brakes are a little dicey. I don't know, but it's definitely, yeah. If you can look over it, um, I'd be a lot more confident. It's worth driving 6 hours out of the way. Um, Adding 6 hours to the trip for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I said to make you think that you I don't know what you don't gotta beg. I don't. I'm begging you. um, my grandkids won't settle down. They're trying to take advantage. Of course, grandpa's babysitting them. Should I trust Red? I don't believe anything. I don't. I don't know how much I want to talk about it. It's just gonna make it worse. I don't know how she recovers from doing this in public. Um, what time is it there? Here right now it is 8:02 p.m. What do you got? Are you 10 o'clock, huh? You got 10 o'clock, right? Sell car, take Amtrak, but I got cats and they haven't had their shots or been fixed, so I can't bring them on a train or a bus. Amtrak's fucking expensive. You know what? I bet I could bring the cats on a train, but oh man, that's luxury. That's luxury. It's 10:02 there. What part of Illinois? Not Chicago. Out in the woods. I'm not still in danger of getting blocked by somebody, am I? Well, there was a guy in the chat pretending to be nice, but he wasn't. WAP, I unmodded and unblocked everyone. Are you now, or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? No. I'm big on some socialist ideals, but I'm basically a libertarian at heart. Communism it works in small groups. Works on a shtetl. You get 10 people to share work in a farm with you. That you can split shit out. Communist. You can be like the characters in Stranger in a Strange Land. I mean, whenever people say socialism doesn't work, I'm like, China's doing great, but that's sort of a math game. Like China, their central planning. Capitalism is built the way it is currently structured, so it always has to make gains over itself every fiscal quarter, and that's embedded in everything. China can make 5 and 10 and 20-year plans, and they'll fuck millions of people to line those plans up. Like, we're gamed. Like it's like a chessboard where the one side can move 2 moves for every move. Like in that specific sense, it's why China's gotten around us with the technology, the futurist stuff. You missed the mass on China is not doing great. No, China is doing great. Unfortunately or not, China's doing great. On the world stage, they're kind of winning. They got high-speed rail. They got their central planning over 20, 40, 50 years is now starting to reach fruition in a lot of ways. We got to get competitive with them. And planning only by fiscal quarters in a brutally animalistic way. Like, we got to do something about that. We got to get around that. I was probably one of maybe 3 that weren't bad or anything. Am I remodding you, John Herbert? Here we go. Let me remod you. I'd forgotten that you were in the group chat that the girls kicked me out of, but I'm refusing to treat them like ops and enemies, even though they're acting like it. The kids are all right. What's the cheapest monthly spot that you have for people living in their car? I mean, I'm gonna line up a home here. I don't have to be like cast adrift in the world and like figuring out homeless resources. It's financing just 3 more days of road trip, basically. Heading over to Aaron's to get the car looked at tomorrow. May add a day to the road trip, but I'm hoping for a plan that lets me line up doing We have cabins and yurts. Yeah. I mean, it sounds great, man. Um, I just got to get the car back over there. Things will come together. Yes. Yes. I mean, this is a situation. How long have I been homeless? Like 2 days. Adler, how are you? Um, I mean, I was on my way to a new home that turned out to not really exist. So um, I was mod, but I still don't need to be mod, to be honest. Because yeah, I don't want anyone to be mods in here who isn't really gonna mod. I think Agility School here is actually an exception, but I think he got modded. It was defensive because John Porky was still rampaging, and then like this morning I was just modding everyone who came back in who'd been modded before. Um, um, what is yurt? It's like a big tent. Um, Will, how are you? Um, yeah, in fact, all of this is like sounding utopian, except for the part where I got to get the car with the cats back over the whole country, and I would like to. I would do the thing again where I'll take it slow if I can go see people, if I can go see friends, hang out with people a day here and a day there. But having the two cats with me is a little limiting with that. And I'm frankly fucking exhausted with road trips. Like I don't wanna um I don't wanna I thought taking in 5 dogs would be easy. It sounds like something that would be in a voiceover for a children's movie. I thought taking in 5 dogs would be easy. Um You feeling gay? You mean happy? What do you mean? They're pit bull breeds too. Oh man, those guys. Arboreal octopi. Do you want to be a mod, arboreal octopi? You've never been a mod, but do you want to be a mod? Like if you actually like patrol the chat. If you don't like, it's not. People seem to take that as like a caste or a status thing. Like the mods are like a level up, but I just need mods who will actually do it. The audience is too big now. Like I actually need. Do you still have that racist Neil Rigger mod? I don't. I saw him like a couple of days ago. I think he's one of the ones I made a mod because people kept timing him out because of that name. um, I was a mod, but I got too cool. I don't know. Yeah, the kids see it as a status thing. Like I just like the people who will actually patrol the chat. It just has to do with how you pay attention to the chat. Like some people like to do it. If I was hanging out in somebody else's channel, um, I don't know. I feel like that reflects on you, and I don't sense a spirit of prejudice in you. I'll put up with racism from fans and friends if they're willing to argue earnestly. Um, I mean, you can't hold it against people that they have the wrong ideas about race and ethnicity. I mean, there's certain kinds of racism that are vicious, unrepentant, essentially violent, Nazi type shit. Not everyone who's racist is on that level. In fact, most aren't. Um, I also, do you create a platform for racism? No, but in the political conversation, I feel like we need more of the country on the same page to take the country back, and that kind of means we need antagonistic black political elements and antagonistic white political elements under the same tent. We need to be in the same protests and same riots. We need to be all on the same page. We need to be voting the same direction. I suppose I should have said that first, but you know what I mean. Like so, the American like white versus black racism. I try to be kind of. We'll see you soon, agility. Um, just say I allow racism on my channel. I kind of don't though. Like when people get stupid and mean, I go after them. Um, don't you think racism doesn't mean anything anymore? I do a bit actually. I do think it does not mean any. I think it needs to be generationally redefined. I've seen that happen. You're not a you know who supporter, are you? Um, American black versus white is so manufactured. It's crazy. I don't know about that. Uh, I think there's. Thank you, Aaron, for the gift. Thank you, thank you. I think there's levels of prejudice that's really bad. People don't have the right hurting someone if they're drunk. Well, that's what I mean. Uh, Okay, so like in the current American conversation, I think the general drift of the country was mostly people really supported ICE rounding up immigrants. Mostly people hate it that they're actually being housed in camps under completely inhuman conditions. Like, that's the line that's too far for the average American. Not the rounding up the immigrants, but actually mistreating them. But that's a question of not thinking through consequences when you're supporting policy. Like that's what I mean. The racist who actually supports, like, yeah, put them in camps and just starve them to death and let them die out there in the swamp. That's not normal, and that's not normally American. Um, we need fascism to complete a diverse pool of thought and influence. I think we do, actually. But you at least have to address them in conversation. If you cut them loose without arguing with them, then there's going to be people who only hear their argument and then they win the argument. And there's a lot of that going around these days. Everyone is prejudiced about something or some group of people, right? And that's another thing, too. It's not a reason to tell people to just shut the fuck up permanently and their voice doesn't matter and their ideas don't matter. It's a reason to argue with them, it's a reason to teach them. Or be schooled. I mean, every now and then. Like, these things are developmental too, and they change. It's funny how many Trump supporting family members and friends I know that have turned on him and they were big supporters. Yeah, and it's not funny how many of my friends were Trump people that I've screamed at and cut loose when I shouldn't have. We need to get back on the same page. Trump was never, he's not the problem. And what's wrong with him isn't his political positioning, it's personal. Like, are you in Portland yet? Yes, I am in Portland. FBI agent Hayes. I'm at a Motel 6 near Portland. Get a sugar daddy. If I had not given up women, I would not be in this position. It's okay, Grand Wizard. I think I'm a good wizard. What do you mean? Shut up, Rogan. Later. I'll shut up later. Are you a Tabasco guy? Yeah, I'll just drink it straight. I really will. I love Tabasco. Rogan, when are you moving back to Hattiesburg? So the feds can round me up. Nobody wants to talk to people they don't agree with anymore. Yeah. So, like, racism is just the most dramatic part of that. And then we're also in this weird moment in the political conversation where we got to talk about, like, Jew hatred in the context of Israel being a real problem. Like, it's complicated. It's a conversation that has to happen. What is this about, like, white power? I prefer Franks or Cholula. I have, Shmungus, how are you? Rogan, why were you on top 10 richest people in the world? What? White power? Do we need to do something about this? I don't... You're good right now? Thank you, ghoulies. White people have a problem with talking about race, right? I'm assuming that was somebody white because of that, which I guess is also racist and prejudicial. Move to Memphis. I mean, I don't know anybody in Memphis. You just be reading everything loud. Yeah. Move to Minnesota. Is it really easy not to be homeless when you're gay? A lot of young gay people get kicked out when their parents figure it out. And so in the queer community, there's a lot of support for, like, somebody needs a couch to sleep on because they've been kicked out. So it is actually easier to be homeless if you're queer. Yeah. Go to Russia. I got friends in Russia. I just can't drive the cats there. I mean, I think the general plan before Red Flaked was to move. Are you homosexual? No, I'm straight. I think the plan was to move to Alaska, and then I thought maybe we could go to Russia later. I think maybe I'll go back the other way, though. The Illinois plan sounds like an awesome plan. Belgium? I don't even know it. Moved to Minnesota. Me and I've already lived in Minnesota. Well, Shmungus, that's one of the, like, Stabworthy straight up said you and the cats can come here to Jersey. No, I hadn't had a follow up conversation with Stabworthy at all, but Stabworthy's been saying that for a while. Move to Ukraine, come to Norway. I would love to go overseas. If somebody would finance that, but I got the cats to. I think in a year or two, I would move to Israel actually, but I'm not Jewish enough to. Anyway, I'm anti-Israel, so come to Poland. That sounds like a plan. Norway would be cool too. My choice would be Amsterdam. Move to Iran once they stop bombing it. I I wouldn't mind at all living in Tehran and streaming from Tehran. I'm male, so like all the problems that people have in Iran are aimed at women. I'd probably end up hating Iran. I'd probably be like, all those decades that I just sort of vaguely defended Iran on principle just because I didn't see them as our enemy. I was wrong. This place is hideous. These people are evil. A new spot. I should go on a tour and stay with all my fans. Well, I kind of want to do that, Sludgy, to the extent that I can. Um, you're gonna stay for the food in Iran? Yeah, yeah. Um, Mexico City would be awesome. Mexico in general would be awesome. Um, I mean, I've talked a lot about getting a van or a RV and just going on the road with the cats. But all that is a couple years away. I gotta shore up my resources a little bit. Um, Build up the channel so that it's actually making money. I gotta improve the technology for the channel. Um, Find yourself a wealthy gay man. It's not so easy. Have you tried having sex with a man? Go to Arizona. Crack lives in Arizona. Oh, are you part of the crack circle? You aren't the alt for what's his name? Are you? Move to Hell's Kitchen. Um, I was watching Crack's gaming stream for a minute earlier. Yeah, we got to do a gaming stream so that it's just gonna be really funny how old man stupid I'm gonna be about trying to play video games. Given how smart I am, it's gonna be really fucking funny. I would love to move to Venezuela, but Venezuela has political problems these days, doesn't it? Um, yeah, we gotta roll out the Rogan is like make a gaming channel. Well, I mean I don't that I can let. I'll do gaming content with somebody else. Like that's um yeah, Fortnite I have not played. I don't even know what it looks like. I saw Roblox for the first time when I was hanging out with Haley's daughter the other night in Lima. Like, she got up in the morning and made me get up and watch Roblox gaming videos with her on YouTube. And I was like, well, you know what? Actually, I found most striking. Enormous Stitz, didn't we kick you out of here? We did. Yes, we kicked you out of here. Roblox is not a good place. Well, I didn't. I left. I left Discord before because I didn't think Discord was a good place. Um, but I'm. For one thing, this last round of bullshit has run off the core group being all teenage girls, the core group of fans. Like, we set up a Discord a couple of times. I don't. Um, I don't understand Discord's complex interface and engagement, the different places in there well enough to be able to protect my Discord. So like the one time I set up a Discord, I was like, I don't like somebody could come to me and be like, Rogan, your Discord was enabling this, and this in these spaces, and I would be like, what do you mean channels? What do you mean friends? I just treat it like a blog. Like I can't even. What's a meme? Um, Rogan, you have a Discord? Yeah, if you wanna. I mean, I just added Crack and Crack's editor today. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna do gaming content except with someone else. Like that I'll do that. Can you play Sonic the Hedgehog or Street Fighter? I actually made the joke today in Crack's stream that the last game I got really into was Sonic the Hedgehog for Sega Genesis. Um, I don't. I might not be lying. I think all the games I've gotten into then are things like Angry Birds and Candy Crush. I did add Jack Off, yeah. That's the name that was escaping me. Thank you. Go to a gay bar and find someone to help you. Have you tried having sex with a man? Um, Duck Hunt. I remember that game. I remember that game. It's the only game that had the gun attachment. Um, uh, I'm fading fast. I'm so tired. Um, yes, you've tried having sex with a man. Oh no, it was the only one with the gun attachment. Right. You can pin a link, but I don't have my Discord open. Um, Smungus, aren't you? Hold on, let me open it. Anyway, yeah, I'm in Discord again now because Crack and his associates have talked me into going back in there for the gaming stuff. Um, did I manage to get some sleep? No, not yet. Oh, I can just click on that from there. Hold on, hold on. Move to Canada. I mean, I don't. I think I have a plan for where to move. Um, there we go. Um, huh. The Undead King. You guys are all talking about me in here. There's a bunch of people I know in here. See, I don't follow Discord at all. It's just too complicated for me. There's just too much going on. There's too many moving parts. Don't block me, you prude, said Shrinky Dink. Um, that's me, dude. You're the Undead King. Excellent. He is not dead, for he is risen. I was with you until 5 this morning. I'm sure glad to see you. Yeah. Look at that. Now, I haven't gotten any sleep yet, but these guys are catching up on their rest. There's Pie Wacket, and there's Zoe. Um, unfortunately, we're going to be back on the road for a day or two, probably 3 or 4 days, one way or another, starting tomorrow. But, and I don't have the money to do everything I got to do yet. I got to raise probably $300 or $400 more dollars. Yeah, I mean, be careful. Just be really careful around here, inviting everyone. I'm trying to keep the. I'm trying to keep the. You're joking about Afghanistan, but now that there's not actively a war, I would relocate to any major city in the world and do live streams from their clubs and restaurants and attractions and learn the local language and teach Americans about the politics and the culture. Like that's just sounds like fun to me. Like the soft propaganda that is just exploring the world and talking about it. That sounds super fun to me. But um, but I mean, on the other hand, I'm super American, like really, really, really American. Um, and there's a lot to explore in this country too. It's sort of long term. Like the first thing I want to do is quietly sit somewhere. What I was trying to do at Love Hello's place, just not do anything but gather myself for a few months, get the car in good shape or replace it, get the cats fixed, catch up with stuff like doing last year's tax. I still haven't filed last year's taxes. I just have a few hundred coming back because I only worked. I probably made 15 or 20,000 in restaurant work, but it wasn't much. Like I just have money coming back. When am I moving to Iraq? I would love. You know what? I would love to live in Baghdad, but they fucking flattened it. Fucking flattened it, man. I mean, Baghdad used to be one of the capitals of the world. The girl yelling at me in the bar was a friend of my older daughter's, Sludgy, the one that I'm not allowed to talk about. Um, uh, I'll tell you in private anything you want to know about those details that I'm not allowed to talk about in here. I can brief you better on that in private because I don't want to step all over this weird stay away order. Do you like, did you like Saddam? Nobody liked Saddam. Drop Porky's number in the Discord. Um, maybe later. Maybe later. Um, for one thing, it's in my phone. Did you ever go check in with the FBI like you said? No, because I haven't actually settled yet. If I'm back in Illinois, yeah, I'll call the local field office and check in with them. Yeah. But like I said, hey Noodles, um, yeah, it's really sad about Porky, you guys. Uh, like I said before, the FBI telling the local cops in Wyoming not to worry about me with this business with Red almost certainly means they've already got a guy looking at me, like literally a guy looking at me. I am a matter on someone's desk. Someone is logging, he's keeping an eye on the streams, looking at transcripts, Googling me every couple of days. So I'm gonna check in with them and talk to that guy. Like they should have a guy talking to me. When I lived in Hattiesburg, and there were these weird stories about me and the girls and the locals acting like I was some kind of creep, just going around doing videotaping shows. There was a cop, a specific cop, who made it his business to watch the hell out of my streams, and he came by where I worked at a couple of different places and had conversations with me. Like he's a pretty nice guy, heavy-handed about being a narc, like, but I kind of liked him. Um, I probably shouldn't have said cannibalism is great then. The ops are in the chat. Which chat? This one? When my friend was schizo and going on a homeless trek across the states, I had a site where I would put the numbers he called from in and find out where he was and the info about them. Thank you for the gold coin, Aaron. Moved to Pakistan. I don't even know anything about Pakistan. Mr. Vancouver. Schmungus Wungus. For one thing, that phone number is in this phone that I'm streaming on. I'm in the mood for some bacon. You guys should be this rabid about rounding up the money I need to leave town. I know I have some money right now. I don't actually have a goal for fundraising right this moment. I just know I'm shy several hundred of where I need to be. Someone was live streaming your stream and they're saying your name is T. Rogan Marshall. Yeah, someone's making my audience bigger. Oh no. North Korea is nice. It's not though, actually. North Korea is when people say communism always fails, what they mean is North Korea. Man, I once watched a documentary about movie theaters in strange foreign countries. And I don't remember, there were 3 or 4. I'm really sad about Porky too, Noodles. That's why I'm not encouraging them to crucify him. They're saying my name isn't really Rogan Marshall. Really? A club in Kabul sounds fun. No, my name is really Rogan Marshall. I got my birth certificate in the room, actually. Bay Harbor was the one saying that Porky was on a stream threatening you last night. Who cares? Something about Porky doesn't add up. Why would you have someone travel halfway across America just to waste their time? Then he kept dipping in and out of chat. He's profoundly mentally ill, and that's the reason not to fuck with him. Like, he just needs to be medicated. Yeah. Mayhem, the truth is right. You're serious? You escaped North Korea? Are you Korean? Tell the Afghans all the American. No, well, like I said, what did you delete, Noodles? I don't know what FBI agent Hayes. Tell the Afghans. I don't know why you deleted that, Noodles. Tell the Afghans all the American politics. It's the other way around, actually. If I was going to, which is better, Predator or Predator 2? I don't know. They're both really good. My birthday's in April. It's all right, Noodles. Be careful not to delete stuff that doesn't need to be deleted. Yeah, no, traveling in foreign countries, like I said, is the kind of soft propaganda that is harmless but interesting, bringing foreign culture to Americans. And yeah, I would get into explaining local politics and stuff. Not, in a rah-rah supportive way. It's just an educational way. like when Sophie turned enemy, Noodles, and she's kicked out. She started making up stuff about me, and she's apparently telling people that I had some kind of private conversation with her that I never had. Um, it's really a shame. I was actually just looking at our I I I think she'll come back later, Noodles. I think she'll come back in a while. Her and Satan. Um, they're being really weird about this thing with Red. Um, and did you meet your ex-wife in a mental hospital? No, but Red's mother came at me the day I got out of the mental hospital. Jelly is not gone anywhere. Jelly was in here like yesterday when I was on the road. Jelly's not going anywhere. Um, are you living with Tom Porky now? No, I was just saying Nolan. He's done. He acted so insane that he can't be useful as a human resource. Is what I was saying. I can't trust the cats around that guy. You saw how he was. Um, wow, wow, that's gross. Um, so yeah, John Porky just acted so crazy when I arrived that um, yeah, there's no. I Noodles, you didn't do anything. Somebody said something really gross at you and it got blocked. Like I don't know, like I don't know what that was about. What's the longest you stayed in a mental hospital? When I tried to kill myself in 1992, I was in the hospital for 5 or 6, 7 weeks, and it was because they'd accidentally misunderstood some things I said about being a screenwriter. They thought I had delusions of grandeur, talking about the script for the Attic Expeditions. The way he was looking at the cats too was creepy. Yeah, don't let them bother you, Noodles. Boys are gross. Uh, yeah, Jelly's not going anywhere. Nolan's right. The idea that she would defect and not. Like, I gotta do better with Jelly. I gotta pay better attention to her. Was Porky smashing his head on the elevator or punching the wall? What were the loud noises last night? I don't know. What loud noises? You were in a psych ward for 2 years. What what did you do to not get let out? Like what were you doing repeatedly to keep getting bounced to the lockdown ward? Well, when I was at the hospital, there were people who'd been there for a long time because they were just disarrayed in such a way they couldn't stick to the tiers rules of like getting. So like they'll like, you know, you tried shooting yourself the first time. Oh, you mean 2 years total? Yeah. Uh, I thought he was swinging on you. He wasn't. He was just so out of touch with reality, you guys. He's just so completely out of touch with reality in so many ways in that conversation. Like that he turned out to be some kind of troll or enemy. I don't like that's. I think he's doing that because that's the easiest way to cover for his complete mental disarray. When you're planning on hitting the road again, getting up in the morning to go to this mechanic friend of the stream, Aaron, and look at the car with him, and um, can they force you to head shocks? Yeah, Noodles. I would very much like for her to stop being my enemy. Also, Ollie's girl. They're both being very weird and dishonest. Like Red is being dishonest because she's mentally ill. Those girls just know better. They should know better. I think they'll come back. He was trash talking me and shit in chat while you couldn't read it. Right, because he knew he wasn't going to be able to let me live where he said I could live. But he didn't seem to be able to address it. That none of that's the actual problem with him. He was really weird. Pretty sure yeah, if Sophie admits that she's being dishonest and weird, yeah, Ollie's girl too. I don't know why they're acting the way they are. It's a lot more disturbing in some ways than what Red is doing. Red is clearly very mentally ill. Um, Um, there's also this weird business I keep hearing about them having some kind of. She keeps telling people that there was some kind of inappropriate private conversation, or at least that's what I'm hearing. Sky Falls, how are you? Wait, I didn't see that. You retracted it. I missed you, Sky Falls. Do you want to be a mod again? I'm gonna make you a mod again. You don't get to decide that. Glad to see you. I missed you for a couple days. Sledgy got the Sledgy put the evidence in the Discord server. His caretaker shut it down. Wait, Justin and Trey were both Porky. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't like. I don't really want to say Justin was a bad guy either. He's really mentally ill. Um, Also, like in case anybody doesn't follow, this weird idea that some like when I have private conversations with fans, I'm still at work and in public in my mind. There's just zero chance I ever said anything inappropriate to anyone. I just wouldn't. Like, I just wouldn't. So, I don't know what they're talking about, but but they aren't clearly checked the Discord. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I see. Wait, which Discord server? Oh my God, Discord is so confusing. The Undead Army. I'm in the Undead Army right now. Text channels. I don't know what any of this means. So Porky betrayed me. He was on the stream a lot. I knew Ollie's girl was a snake. Well, good night, Noodles. Yeah, if you can think of a way to talk Sophie and Ollie's girl around to not acting like this, but I don't know. Like, don't worry about it. They'll come around later. Like, go to the posts. What is posts? What do you mean by posts? I'm looking at Discord. I don't see the word posts anywhere. This is why I can't follow Discord. I'm way too autistic. Yeah, it's too confusing for me. Like, too bad you don't have the time to visit a few cool things while you're there, like the floating crystal ballroom. Yeah, I mean the only thing is I got the cats in the car. Like if I was homeless in the car and just wandering, I would just sleep in the car and get filthy and do cool stuff for several days and only need gas money. It's just that I have the cats. You just said something to our other channel. Thank you, Noodles. Be nice. I don't know why they're acting like this, except that I don't know. I don't know. Police dude and Haley Hearts have just gone out of here and quit speaking to me too. Like they're just worried I might be some kind of reprobate or monster. It's just not even like they're. I mean, it's not my place to argue with them about it, but it's obvious that there's. Sorry for disappearing. You're moving out currently and driving your mom to court for her divorce papers. Yeah, it's crazy of them to turn on me like this and act like this. I don't understand it. I don't like everyone all along who said I shouldn't let them be my editors apparently was right. Like they went on the attack page on Reddit to like be proud of being my editors and like it's really strange. Why is she talking shit? Yeah, I don't know. I went out of my way to elevate them and treat them like grown-ups in here to the extent that they wanted to be and protect them being in here. Everybody wanted me to kick them out. Like you shouldn't have teen girls in here. And I was like, they're fine. Nothing inappropriate is happening. So they're fine. And I was trying to get them to step up to editing and doing stuff for the channel. They're just teenage girls. Like Sophie did a little bit of editing stuff. She's a really sharp kid. She's super sharp. Everyone who attacked you was either young or mentally unstable. Yeah, Sophie's a little unstable. Ollie's girl seemed to think we should let her hang out in here while she's doing that. Sophie keeps coming in here every day under an all. I don't understand it. I just don't know what they're doing. If Jelly pops in, I'll tell her you said hello, Noodles. Yeah, I wish she would feel better. Yeah, I've been talking to Jelly a bunch of times lately about like because we need the mods in here to actually be like really good at it. And how are Pi and Zoe doing? Swan song. They are, look here, they're finally out of the car for a day. There's Pie Wacket. And, there's Zoe. Yeah, I don't understand, Mr. Vancouver. I mean, I understand it to this point. Like, they're teenage girls, and so there's a really, like, a sense, an obvious sense in which they would like Red more than me. I knew that bringing Red in. I thought, like, yeah, the teenage girls in my audience are gonna love Red. She's awesome in exactly the ways that if I was a teenage girl, Red would be my hero instantly if I was already a fan of Rogan, right? Um, I really don't have any Tylenol in here. That sucks. Um, but um, I don't. Yeah, Lando Calrissian vibe. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I don't think they follow how malicious it is that what they're doing. Red is she's got a mental health issue. Uh, they're making it worse by encouraging it with this. Let's plot to create some kind of attack video with private messages. Like, I don't know what that is. Uh, Red likes to start these conversations. She's done it several times before where she says, I have secret stuff to expose about Rogan. And at least once in one of the discords she was invited into, she was like, you see here, look at how psycho Rogan is acting. And she just had screenshots of a conversation where she was acting flippy and I was acting normal. I mean, it blew up the Discord. Like, nobody wanted to hang out in there after Red acted like that. Shmungus Wungus, Porky's phone number is in the phone I'm holding. But I'm going to say no to that while I'm on screen. Hi, Liberty Bible Institute. How are you? Ready? Soup with a fork is a funny way to put it. Maybe you like to block positive words because you like the negativity, it seems. I don't like what? What positive words devours flesh? I'm alive. Live. Both the daughters are lying now. Yeah, Dante. It's I just want my life to be over. I just have to keep going though. What am I gonna do? At least Red's weird business is all on video where it's obviously false. The other daughter has apparently been coming into Love Hello's streams. Love Hello said she admitted in Love Hello's stream that she'd made up the stories about me. Shouldn't you be associating with other adults? You don't think my cats are, you don't think I should have cat friends? Yeah, we can't talk about the other daughter like by name, but also I don't want to make this situation yeah, Porky can't even take care of himself. Yeah, so he's no help. I don't want to make the situation worse by allowing either of my daughters to make a permanent enemy of me in this utterly unhinged way. It's like the mental illness itself needs to create an oppositional he said, she said story. There's no sides. Like, I have two mentally ill daughters who need help. Like, both of them. Porky said he's going to try and kill you before you leave in Love Hello stream. Yeah, great. I kind of don't believe you, actually, Papa Woody. Aren't you just a troublemaker? Even LOL is... You got fucked up mods. Glad you're okay in your cats. Wait a minute. Even LOL is blocked. I don't understand. What are you talking about? I don't have a bunch of special words blocked in this chat. The names of politicians, the actual names of a bunch of politicians. I had a bunch of words connected with Christianity blocked, but I unblocked them. Joey Fingish, how are you? I went through a period where people saying Jesus love you would trigger me, so I blocked Jesus for a while, but I've undone that. And a bunch of words blocked that have to do with actually this weird court business. And what? Yes, Zoe. Um, I just wanted to let you know I saw him say it. I mean, I should go get some food. I ate right before I started streaming. Schmungus, the Manchurian Candidate. Um, yeah, I'm exhausted and I don't have enough money to do what I need to do, but I love my daughters more than anyone in the world, and the fact that they're hateful and mentally ill in ways that make them just vicious and evil, for lack of a better word. I don't know what to think of that or make of it or do about it. Um, I mean, I've never really dealt with the older daughter. Like, I just don't know her. Red, I know will, after a few months, she'll decide that things were different. But now that you have to cut them off, yeah. Now that she's done this online, I simply can't. Uh, um, are you coming back to Ohio again? Probably not. Um, Almost certainly not. First thing I gotta do is make sure the car's good to go anywhere. For your mental health, for my physical safety, um, Red really tried to get the police to arrest me by making up stories about sexual violence. If the FBI, like, I really think that the local cops there called the FBI and were like, what's going on? This guy's crossing state lines. He's a live streamer. The daughter's talking about this weird, like, sex cult or whatever and grooming. And that somebody at the FBI was like, Red did what? You weren't here. Yeah. Yeah, Red was fine. And then the next day she wasn't. Like, she literally was in the stream saying, my sister made up a bunch of horrible stories. I've never, Rogan's never done anything wrong. He's never engaged in any kind of misconduct, sexual misconduct. He's never been harmful to women or children. He's got a temper, but he's not a bad guy in this way at all. And then the next day, she started making up allegations. You can see the streams. Go look. Like, all those streams are public right now. They're just from like last week. Yeah, Nolan, I didn't. She was mad at me for saying something about shaving her arm hair and her armpits. Like, I just said body hair is gross. Yeah, Joey Fingers, I don't know. Nothing in my life matters but my daughter's being happy. The FBI definitely got involved in the conversations. Well, it makes sense that somebody there has had eyes on this situation. And it would make sense that when local cops call and are like, should we arrest this guy for what this girl is saying? Do you guys? And they're like, no, we got it. Like, that makes sense. CMA68, I just have to stay completely away from. Like, when I see Red to give her stuff, you know what? I maybe should just insist on mailing it. I don't know if she doesn't have somewhere where she can store anything yet. It's probably best if I just bring the stuff I have in the car all the way to Illinois and then mail it back to her. And that way, I wouldn't be in any danger at all. Your daughter was talking, Porky. They're going to bring charges against you. They're not. You're just a freak trolling my chat. There's no basis for. The FBI isn't going to proceed with false and baseless allegations of sexual abuse and misconduct. Yeah, and both these sets of allegations are very clearly facially not reasonable or rational. Like, Red's story doesn't make sense and contradicts what she was saying the day before. The other one's story is just like clearly a fiction, and also is not. I mean, I don't want to get into it. I can't talk about it here. But it's not actually a real allegation. It's like, it's a weird story that very carefully dodges actually accusing me of anything. They're looking at all of us anyway. I mean, yeah. Who did you vote for in 2004? I didn't vote. I've only ever voted. The only time I ever voted was for Obama the first time. I liked him. He's a Republican in disguise, and he was the first black guy. I liked him. during that campaign season. He very quickly disappointed me like everybody else. Um, yeah. It's all speculation and differently something that the feds aren't going to spend money and resources on. No, but Joey Fingish, I would think that it's just on somebody's desk, that somebody's A-logging a little bit. One person has eyes on me. That makes sense. Yeah, when I arrive where I'm going, I am going to check in with the FBI and see if I can get that guy on the phone. I'm sure there's somebody who's like, well, I'd like to talk to him, but I'm busy with more important stuff and he really isn't doing anything wrong. But it's a matter that's on somebody's desk. I'm almost sure that just seems reasonable to me. You wanted to vote Kerry? I liked Kerry. I didn't think he was presidential material. I was really dismayed at how the opposition smeared him because he was involved in like secret operations. It's really weird, that Swift voting stuff. You worked for John Kerry's presidential campaign, really? That must have been really horrifying when that Swift boat shit happened. You believe Papa because you just went to Red Stream and Porky is in there. Why would Red or Porky know anything about what the cops are gonna do? Yeah, they at the hospital they told me they believe Red was really mentally ill. Oh, there's an attack. A YouTube video just dropped. An attack video on YouTube just dropped. Yeah, it's just noise. Yeah, they let me go in Douglas, Wyoming, because there is just noise. We need a first gay president. I'm sure we have had one. We just don't know who it was. I mean, I think Donald Trump might be bisexual. He seems kind of fruity sometimes. He likes musicals a bit too much, man. He gets real animated when he talks about how manly men are sometimes. Hey, Dirtbike Jones, how are you? Rogan, can you mod me? Yes. Yeah, and also this thing of pretending that there's some evidence that's going to come out later. I don't know. Like I said, Red has done that before. Like I have some secret evidence here that I'm going to release later on. You guys will see. You guys will see these. Thank you, Ghoulie. Why do people do that? Like, they could just type it all in one. I mean, maybe actually, you know what? Maybe the YouTube bots prevent you from. No, they don't, though. People have typed that word in my chat before. The bots don't prevent that. I like that guy, Nolan. I like Googly Guy. I like him. Yeah, I was going to play guitar, but now I'm very tired. I wonder what that is. You know what? I've got the second screen. I can look. It looked like somebody dropped an attack video about me. And somehow I got notified. Maybe somebody tagged me. How are the cats doing today? Is this... Okay, this is where I was looking, yeah. So what are your plans going forward? Just to go get the car worked on tomorrow. Because I don't know, everything is still up in the air, even just at that point. I don't know what it's going to cost to put the car in as good a shape as it's going to get. Let me see. An attack video. This man is allegedly grooming children. HB, chit chat, and more. No views. Rogan Marshall is an entitled piece of shit. I need more people to help me expose this piece of shit. Sophie, Jelly, Ollie's girl are all children who were his mods and had private chats with him until they got scared when his daughter, who claims he sexually assaulted her, started speaking up. He's currently stuck in Portland, Oregon, begging for money. I mean, should I watch it? I probably should.
Cats, you're hurting my cats. No, sir. He was not hurting your cats by not allowing you in his apartment. You were hurting your cats by keeping them in a cat crate.
What? Hold on. There's no picture here. It's just sound.
Rogan, you are the mentally ill individual.
What?
Anyone that speaks out against you, you claim that they're mentally ill. You are the one that took a cross-country road trip with no money, no job, planning to smooch off of someone else who lives
That's not
in
Red.
an apartment.
I don't know who that is.
When you get there, you try to manipulate this John Porky, who, in my opinion, isn't mentally ill. I think he was trolling your ass.
Okay, for one thing, it's definitely someone in Mississippi. Both the accent and you can hear the background noise. That's like the cicadas, the crickets. That's Mississippi. Maybe Alabama, Louisiana, but it's definitely the deep south. No, it's definitely not Red. It's not Red. It's not her mom. I don't know who this is. I have no idea.
And you kept hollering, my cats, you're hurting my cats. No, sir. He was not hurting your cat. You were hurting your cats by keeping them in a cat crate. For how long did you say? I don't believe it was 16 hours because you stop every little bit and your subscribers give you a hotel room.
Okay, Ollie's
That's the
girl.
only reason you have any money, dude.
Hold on. Let me clear something up. I never was being your enemy. I'm sorry you felt that way. Okay, Ollie's girl. Ain't no way that's Red. No, that's not Red. This voice in this video. Ollie's girl, I'll make you a moderator again if you... Now, do you want to be a moderator again, actually? You hear what's going on. You see what's going on with this controversy. Like, I'm good with you. I'm good with Sophie if she stops acting weird. You guys are awesome. But you're embroiled in controversy as long as this is going on. You might not want to be a mod in here anymore. She's funny. Bitch is so angry. I feel like she knows you. Yeah, Skyfalls. I don't know. You never meant to be the enemy. Well, thank you, Ollie's girl. If you could talk to Haley and Police Dude and Sophie, but I'm not gonna act stalkery about trying to talk them into acting normal. That's not Red's voice, no. It's somebody in Mississippi though, definitely. And that sound is, I'm fine as long as they don't tell my parents. Well, I'm worried about that. This video has it says Ollie's girl in the name. Did you just come in? This just dropped like 5 minutes ago. There's like no views on it. It's called This Man is Allegedly Grooming Children. He has children mods and private chats with them. Rogan Marshall's an entitled POS. I need more people to help me expose this POS. Sophie, Jelly, Ollie's girl are all children who were his mods and had private chats with him until they got scared when Kakshukati, his daughter, who claims he sexually assaulted her, started speaking up. He is currently stuck in Portland, Oregon, begging for money. The channel is called HB Chit Chat and More and has more than 1,000 subscribers, which makes me wonder... Oh, HB Hattiesburg. Hi, Ryan. Okay, so it's probably somebody's like semi-professional slander channel. This girl probably just bitches about Mississippi she's like part of the stalker campaign. Um, no, I couldn't. You saw how crazy he was. Porky is, yeah, I had to cut him loose. Okay, so that was the first minute and a half of this 5.5 minute video. Um,
You're getting less than 50 viewers, dude, on each live stream. And you call your subscribers your fans. You're calling children mentally ill because they're speaking out now and saying that y'all had inappropriate private chats. And then you keep saying, oh, I think they'll come back, they'll come back, they'll come back. They're children, dude. You are sick in the head. Why are you even having private conversations with these children? Why do you have fans that are children? And then you say to your channel you have no control over it because your channel is an adults only, 18 plus, whatever. Well, then how in the hell are these kids getting on there? You know they're kids. Why are you not kicking them off? Instead of kicking them off, what do? You mod them. You have private chats with them.
what'd you kick over, lady? She literally kicked the
I hope
bucket.
at some point these private chats do come public.
I mean, we could go over them right now and just accidentally dox some shit if I did that.
Yesterday I was thinking that you and your daughter both were scammers because you both ended up in Portland. She took a bus, by the way. He did not drive her all the way to Portland. They made it to Wyoming. I don't know what happened with her, but he ended up stopping at a gas station. He had them to call the cops on her, saying that she was mentally ill.
Okay, hold on. I just gotta interrupt to say, she is so fucking dumb. Whoever this is about as sharp as a wall, man.
And the cops came. He ended up going to the hospital because he had anxiety, and he's trying to say it was borderline heart attack. It wasn't. They did all kinds of tests on him. If it was a heart attack or borderline heart attack, he would have been released, but he was.
That's in the video. They're like, you had an abnormal EKG. We got to take you to the hospital for blood work. Make sure you're good. We just have to. And I was like, okay, it's in the video. Like, I don't, what, like, it's so weird.
And then guess where he went? The cops, they took her to a hotel. Guess where he
That
went?
I paid
As
for.
soon as he got out of the hospital, he went to that hotel or motel, whatever it was. She felt unsafe. She was live the whole.
Okay, I went to the hotel because my car keys were there. Like they wouldn't let her have the car keys because she doesn't have a valid license. I shouldn't have been letting her drive at all. Her license is suspended, so they wouldn't let her have the car keys. And they took my credit card to pay for the hotel room. Like the cops took the credit card and then they left the credit card at the front desk too. They didn't give that back to her either. So like I had to go over to the hotel and ask. Yeah.
Entire time. He finally convinced her to let him take some of her stuff to Portland. Apparently she mailed, I don't know what she mailed to that John Porky's. But guess what? Apparently she's not going to get it back because he wouldn't even let Rogan in that apartment, his apartment. That's what these people are. They are professional scammers.
I don't know who this
They don't
is.
want to work. They expect stuff. They are entitled.
Too sober to understand.
Oh, this dude, he's really going to lose his shit if he gets demonetized, which looks like may happen because he's been talking to these kids and he's had these kids on his channel as mods. actually changed her name because she got scared.
Changed her name.
Parents, please keep an eye on your children's social media. Make sure that nothing like this happens. Make sure that they're not on these grown men's channel and being groomed.
All right. Whoever that is mentioned Sophie, Jelly, and Ollie's girl in the name of their video. Perhaps somebody should report this for harassment just to get those names taken down. I don't know how this works. Hey, Jelly. I did another mod massacre. Hold on. Let me put you back as moderator, Jelly. There you go. Like, there's a whole bunch of lies about me in this video. It's called HB Chit Chat and More, the channel. I guess this retard just rants about Hattiesburg, Mississippi related stuff. Oh, wow. Wow. She is funny looking. And none of her videos has more than a few dozen views. 50 views, 45, 150. She's really ugly. Like the thumbnail. Jelly got here just in time. Whose channel? It's called HB Chit Chat and More. HB for Hattiesburg. And she made a hate video. I don't want to play it again. I mean, I guess I could. It's real stupid. She's real stupid. This is the quality of the people who ran me out of Mississippi. And, like, what is the point in naming you guys? Like, how is that? Like, yeah, he's really predatory. So here's the names of all the people. She sounds super retarded. She looked. I mean, I hate to focus on somebody's appearance, but this woman is, I mean, they say beauty is only skin deep, but this person is ugly clean through. Clean through. That's a hobgoblin for sure. Yeah, she's gollumed out, man. She is all gollumed out. Defamation of character and false allegations. I mean, yeah, she's lying about me and being retarded. These people have been lying about me all along, and I haven't been able to do anything about it legally. I couldn't get a lawyer or the cops to do anything in Mississippi because they're scared of these people. When I get settled down, I mean, that's the other reason to talk to the FBI, to talk to the guy at the FBI I'm on their desk, is to be like, okay, so what do I do about this? Like, I need expert advice. If somebody at the FBI is already looking at me, well, I want to talk to him. Ali, I have whatever chats we had, whatever conversation we had. I never deleted our end of it. I mean, I actually looked over all of the, can you be a mod, Chris Noggin? I don't know who you are. Hey y'all, last night was wild. I've been asking you for 3 months. I don't remember you. Weren't you the McDonald's guy? Yeah, I think so. Jack Daniels, how are you? Don't pass to be a mod or be in timeout for a minute. Jelly got the hand. I'm sure the FBI agent keeps your picture under his pillow or taped to the ceiling over his bed, like a Britney Spears poster in the dark. Wow. So, yeah, let's just get rid of him then. Come on, let's get rid of him. I'll block him here. I got him. HB Chit Chat. Well then, I mean, She's drama farming. She's only got 45 or 50 hits on every one of her videos. I bet she's gonna break 200 or 300 with this because it's me. Somebody should report it for her mentioning Jelly, Ollie's girl, and Sophie in the name of the video. But you guys are already like, you've already made your bed in terms of being associated with me, all of you. Sophie is of two minds about coming back in here too. I've been giving her 1 day timeouts. Rogan, do you need a place to stay slightly outside of Portland? Maybe, Haley. Yeah, maybe, depending on the car. What are you thinking? Yeah, bring Boa back to the blue person team. You love my movies. Which ones, Fabian? Are you still at the lodge? No. I drove 15 miles up the road to a Motel 6. HB Chit Chat. I'll show you here. That's it, Jelly. 1.3 thousand subscribers and 75 videos. F Boa restored to moderator status. I was just on their channel. I mean, I don't know. That's really fucked up that she's going after you guys. I don't know whose place it is to say what about that. Like, I feel like the attack video stuff, like, I did on one of the Salted Slug videos say something about going after the girls, and that was disgusting. I don't remember exactly what or where, but I don't know if I should respond to this one. We have too many mods. And yet sometimes there's only one in here. The people who are mods and dislike the videos that mention me, Soph, and Satan. Yeah, I don't know that you guys should Ollie's girl. Children should not be in here or be mods. You are fueling them with that, to be fair. Just my outside perspective. Yeah. Yeah, and I've talked to Ollie's girl and Jelly about, like, if you're going to hang out and you're going to have to act more like grown-ups more often. There's too many people in here now. But that didn't need to be deleted. Yeah, I'll let that go. Jelly deletes stuff that attacks her. But I read it. Yeah. You're right, Coolies, but yeah, Jelly deletes stuff that attacks her. Is dating hard in Mississippi for 62-year-old guys from Wyoming? I would have no idea. The women in Mississippi are friendly and attractive. Dating is not. I mean, dating is easy in Mississippi. They literally don't have prostitution in Mississippi. It isn't necessary. I'm not kidding. They call me Satan, and so if children were almost adults. Yeah, Jelly. I mean, they're infantilizing you is the word for that. Infantilizing meaning they're pretending somebody is a child who isn't a child. It's a different category of person, young adults. It's not. You guys are teens and teenagers. You're not children. But for their purposes, they want to pretend you're children. And they want to pretend that I'm pretending you're adults, which is also not the case. I'm treating you like you're the age you are. 12 is a child, yes and no. Yeah, I mean, hang out with Jelly for a minute. How old am I? 55. So not everyone who comes in here submits their ID, nor do they do it on any other chat I've seen. Assuming bad faith is disgusting. Yeah, I mean, I've gone over this a million times, and somebody should probably just clip me on the subject. Jelly is the reason I let young people come in here. Because there wasn't anyone around but me and Jelly last summer, and we were both dying from depression. Me and Jelly were both really suicidal, and there wasn't anyone around to make sure we were okay except for each other. And it might be weird, but she was at that time the only daughter I had, and I'm the only dad she has who's still in the world. So, so she's like family to me. I let her in here the same reason I would if she was really my daughter. I do, and I'm not, and it, everyone who comes in here between 12 and 17 is in need of a father figure. Jelly hanging out in here made me step up my own game, uh, and be. You were already a man at 10 years old. I mean, you're. It's easy to keep the conversation in here to a PG-13 level, where it's okay for people that age. Kids who are allowed to go into the R-rated movie. Like, that's the level of dialogue in here. But it did make me develop several rules. Like, Jelly being the main person hanging out in here made me realize nobody's allowed to talk creepy about hitting on anyone or sexualize anyone in here. We don't know how old anyone is. We don't know who anyone really is. And it's just gross. It's just gross to sexualize people in here at all. And it's gross to hit on each other in here at all. Yeah. I only talk about sex every now and then. I will make a dirty joke if it's really funny. And every now and then I'll make like an oblique reference. Yeah, you guys are allowed to talk adult. Like, we can't, the chat, you guys see, like, people who want to say nasty, gross things in the chat, that's utterly beyond my control. Like, somebody just decided to say something nasty to Noodles earlier. Yeah, Jelly, you should be nicer to people in here. It's you should be nicer to people in here, Jelly. We gotta have a respectful tone in here mostly. Come on. Get an EBT card for food. Yeah, Jelly, you gotta be less disrespectful of people in here. You're really like you're upsetting people who are grown-ups hanging out. No, everyone else in here is unhappy too. You gotta remember that you go to that fucking channel. Jelly, we'll see you later. I'm starting to wonder if Jelly actually has a little bit of Tourette syndrome. Can you type? Can Tourette syndrome be typed? Can you? Assholes. I think everyone's an asshole to Jelly. I think it is kind of like Tourette's, actually. EBT card for food. Sounds like Jelly is having a bad day. Can't let the world get to you. You'll be all right. I'm gonna smoke the last of my tobacco, and then she has a problem every time I say something. Apparently, yeah, Sludgy. Like a lot of the like I usually tell her when I'm going live, and a lot of those exchanges, like if I show you the private messages, there's it'll be like I'll send to Jelly, I'm going live, Jelly bean exclamation point, and the reply will be go fuck yourself, all in capitals. And it's like she's such a good kid. Other than the Tourette's or whatever that is. Honestly, one of the reasons I stopped coming in chat was because it started to be run by little girls. Well, I've had individually long conversations with Ollie and Sophie and Jelly about how to conduct themselves in the chat. Sophie and Ollie's girl have been kicked around a little bit to try to get them to, like, they're call red. Why? Is she all right? I talked to her earlier. Maybe she does have to. No, I'm not kidding. Actually, Sludgy. I haven't seen her do it verbally in person. Like sometimes she hangs out in like group chats on video and talks and hangs out. There's more adults that are mods. These are the only. There's one or two other people I know are as young as like. There's one who's 12. There's one who's 16. Who like they've shut up about their age, so they're not going to call attention to it anymore. Sophie and Ollie's girl happened to be basically standing there when the first allegations blew up and got weird. And suddenly there were a whole bunch of people saying that like I groomed minors, and Sophie and Ollie's girl and Helen actually, who's 18 now, like just were all over. 17 is a child, 18 is adult is weirdly binary thinking, and that I'm a parent, so like you watch somebody age through every day of in the eyes of the law. That's, yeah, okay. But we're just talking here, man. And we don't talk about anything that any parent would disapprove of who's letting their kid be loose on a phone with the internet in there. So 14 is fine in many countries. 14 is fine for the conversations in here. Um, can I please see a cat? Hey, cutest, how are you? Um, there's Pie Wacket. Pie Wacket. Pie. There she is. Pie. I love you, Pie Wacket. Are you gonna fall asleep again? Your eyelids are getting heavy. You're getting very sleepy. I love you, Pie. And here's her sister, Zoe. They're very hard to tell apart. But here you can clearly see the orange spot on her head? That's how you tell the difference. And the orange on the tip of her tail, those two are the... Hello, Zoe. What's going on, little kitty? Yes, they're sisters. I found them under a bush. They were this big. What is your reply to Hattiesburg, Mississippi? Yes. Pie Wacket, do you need more attention? Yes. Yes, Zoe. Yes, Zoe. How old are they, Mr. Vancouver? They're about 3.5 years old now. I found them under a bush after I got out of the hospital after my heart failure. Have they ever been to a vet? No, I still haven't been able to get them to a vet. I now have a car, so I can take them to a vet. I have to have the money to do it, and then I can get them fixed. Yes! It sounds like if the Illinois plan works out, they might actually get to go outside, too. It sounds like it's off in the woods in such a way that it'd be basically... Well, I mean, there's there's foxes and coyotes and stuff, but they can go outside some. Are you safe around cats? No, they never know when they're going to go for your eyeball. They became my new daughters and new family, Maturity is not something to be determined by age. There's no set age where everyone goes from child to adult. Biologically speaking, but look, that's got nothing to do with anything in here. Biology has nothing to do with conversation. It's not okay for 12 to 16-year-old to be in your chat, especially last night. What do you mean? That's disgusting. I would be after your sorry ass if I found out my daughter was following you. You're on the borderline of... Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, your poor daughter. It's awfully nice of whoever manages you to let retards have children, huh? Delightful. Henson was funny. Yeah. Funny looking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but legally they're not at maturity from 12 to 16, so figure it out, old man. Hey, fuckface, dipstick, shit fucker. Let's be clear, all the language I just used is common among 5th graders. When did you tell Pollock jokes about the third guy fucking the farmer's daughter? 3rd grade? 4th grade? What? You're just too dim-witted to understand that once you become an adult and you don't think children should swear, that somehow they magically stopped swearing. That, like, why don't those parents monitor their own kids? Well, you also have to understand, everyone who comes in here who is between 12 and 17 is in some sense unsupervised because in some sense the adults don't care or they trust them or both. So yeah, there's sort of intrinsic level of, I don't know if maturity is the right word. Like the first several times someone was a core fan who was under 18, particularly Jelly, I questioned them closely about who their grown-ups were, who's in charge of them, why they were in here, how they got in here. Yeah, they don't really care. Exactly. They know that people just talk in here and they talk R-rated and they wish this wasn't the culture their kids were interested in. I know a lot of parents who hang out watching live streamers. Really makes you wonder who's setting that example for the 5th graders. The other 5th graders. I don't know about you. At my school, we all started swearing like sailors in 4th grade, but that was a private school. So, Scooter, 420, how are you? I thought for a second you might be my friend Scooter from the old days in LA, and then I remembered he's dead. He died. The parents these days are total shitbags. Well, I mean, yeah, and then I realized also that I can just on my own recognizance make it safer for them in here than it would be in other spaces. So like, yeah, I don't let anyone hit on anyone in here. I don't let anyone sexualize anyone in here, and that's really just an extension of not allowing bullying. There's all kinds of bullying that goes on in these spaces, and yeah, yeah. This is a much safer place than a lot of places on the internet. My daughter is 12. I'd have no issue with any of the conversation I've seen happen here. And as a father, I would monitor my kid better. I know YouTube has live streams. I know that she may chat. Yeah. Well, everyone I know who has parents in this age range, when I talk to them about it, they're like, at least, Rogan, you are somewhat conscious of trying not to be a bad influence and give bad advice and, be bad culturally. Like, you're at least trying to, like, you're not a 17-year-old narcissist who sits in his parents' basement playing video games and mouths off about the world like he knows something about it. Like, I'm actually not one of the, like, there's much worse. There's much worse people in terms of influencing the kids. Yeah, everyone is an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, and it also, I particularly attract teen and teenage girls because I give off dad vibes. Like, that's just, I think there's probably just as many teenage boys in here at that same age range. I just think they're more likely to not tell me. They're more likely to just want to treat me like an unk and sort of pretend to be like one of the younger grown-ups in the room full of grown-up guys. Girls want me to know how young they are because there's a dad vibe involved. And let's be clear also, the girls who hang out in here, if I ever acted creepy at them, they would just, they would be all like, believe me, they wouldn't put up with that for a second. You're watching the chat, you're watching our chat. Excellent, Jelly. So when you do ... does that just mean you're mad or does that mean you're watching the chat or both, Jelly? Like, I didn't realize until you said day before yesterday that the 3 dots means you're mad. Like, do you mean you're frowning at the chat? Is that what you mean? Do you think there are people here that just want to watch your life fall apart? Yeah. Yeah. Why people hate me so much, I do not know. The 3 dots is like, I don't know what to say sometimes, but Jelly said the other day she does it to mean she's mad. Which, if that's the case, I think we should all just start doing that in here. I've seen it used for shocked, yeah. But Jelly uses her own language and phrases and words sometimes. Jelly, by the way, remember talking about Obsipaz kitties with Pi and Zoe? Red and I drove by the house where I found Pi and Zoe under a bush, and we saw a third cat that looked just like them on the porch, same age. Like, they had a third sister that evaded capture. Like, when I put out the box and I caught Pi and Zoe with the wet food, there was a third one hiding in the bushes that didn't come out and saw her sisters get kidnapped and rescued, and that cat still lives there. I thought it meant being speechless. Well, what Jelly means by it is different. Also, I keep forgetting to tell you when I go live, Jelly. I'm sorry. Because I've been going live so much lately. And I've been distracted by the road trip and stuff. Which I know is really annoying. Because, well, I'm not a child who can't handle it in rage bands, people. Jelly and I have been talking about, she's probably about to delete your comment, but we've been talking about that. She's going to do a better job going forward. It's called an ellipsis. Yes, F-boa. Good word. There you go. I was going to remove that one, Jelly. There's a single ASCII character for ellipsis. I don't know what that is. As she deletes the comments. Okay, But that's that's all right. I don't mind her having a heavy hand in the chat. I mind her having a too heavy hand in the chat. And we've talked about this several times. Do you think too many mods creates an echo chamber? No. I've been very nice, and I hope that Jelly will spare me. Can I time him out? Yes. So can I have freedom to be an asshole sometimes? A little bit. A little bit. Sean, you are speared. Teens, cat addict 33. Yeah. Would you ever get a dog? I had one when I was a kid. What are you looking at, kitty? I was allergic to him, and so I couldn't snuggle with him. He was always really sad because of that. Oh, my pants are trying to fall off because I took my belt off. Is Red still homeless? She has fallen in with some kind of new boyfriend and friends, and I think she thinks she's landed entirely on her feet. Sludgy, Jelly has a personal vendetta against everyone. Including me. Smoking is gonna kill you, Rogan. At least it's quiet. 44 viewers and 28 likes means a lot of people are just here to see stuff spiral. I get more likes when I'm spiraling, actually. That, like, this one just being sort of quiet and low-key means, like, it's not... Yeah, it's not as fired up. So Red has her boots on the ground, according to her, yeah. Did you know bald is the new hot fashion? I'm leading the trend. I'm the one doing that. I'm the one doing that. They're also getting old. I make being old and bald look hot. Dude, why'd you call your friend Lyric hot when she was 15? Because she was. They're gonna love you in prison. I'm not going to prison. Hey, it's the trolls coming in. It's the trolls coming in. Are you at a medical facility? Yeah, as soon as I get injured, yep, it's a medical facility. Thank you, Joey Fingish. Jelly's just gonna let that go because she's busy. Jelly rides the chat like Scarlett O'Hara drives a horse and carriage. I was a fan until I saw the weird clips, man. I don't know what that means, but you don't have to watch clips. You can watch me in my entirety in here. You're going to jail for impersonating Joe Rogan, his dog, Marshall. Ride the wave. Seriously, not a cult of personality. These prison. No, they keep just trying to make me think there's some. Did you check No, I have not checked about the deposit. I almost certainly have, given from the amount of money I have. I thought some money appeared magically. Though my PayPal is now froze up. It's a little nerve-wracking. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I want to go to somewhere quiet and just regroup for a bit. Well, like I was trying to do at Love Hello's place. Sort of let this bizarre controversy. I mean, the thing is, at some point, like It'll stop. Or it'll mostly stop because it's nonsense. So, at some point. I want to see how many videos this lady with the retarded attack video, if she gets more hits than normal because she's attacking me, and she will, there's going to be a series of these. I came in here again to be extra retarded with crickets on the subject of a predator named Rogan Marshall. He's a very bad man, and all of us stupid inbred retards here in Hattiesburg have agreed to lie about him relentlessly. I apologize for the crickets. Let me kick over my bucket again that I set under the chair so I don't have to get up when I piss. If you was me, you might be a redneck. And don't worry, though I ain't showing you my face within this video, I do look as stupid as I sound. You can see on the thumbnail on my page. I'll tell you, it's awfully nice of them to let retards like me have a cell phone at all. I could just do this all night. Oh my God, let's not have more warring with the mods. Jelly, don't war with the mods. Like, glad Red had a happy ending in the story. Well, I mean, if Red had not blown up traveling and living with me, it would be fine all around. That was the idea when we left Ohio. Like, if things don't work out with John Perky, well, there's the two of us. We got our entire family together. We'll have a hotel room for a couple of days, and we'll make him. If Red makes it without me, that's okay. She's more important to me than me. I wish she didn't hate me so much. Wish my daughters didn't hate me so much, but that doesn't. I'm glad seems to be doing well. She seems to be doing well today. I hope she doesn't end up just kicked out of everywhere again. But she should do better in Portland than in Ithaca all around. She should be able to pull together some music or stuff, art stuff, a lot better, a lot quicker. She should be making money on her art. You know, what really hurts my feelings is among her bizarre allegations. She was not brainwashed by her mom. It comes out of nowhere when she's angry. She just makes things up when she's angry. And she tries to use police the same way someone else might use a gun or a knife. And you can't ever get her to admit that it happened or that she shouldn't have done it or that it was her fault or that she was ever even acting weird. And the things she makes up shift and change. Like, I haven't seen her live streams, but I can tell you, if you're watching them, people who will know that it's BS because her story, she can't stick to a story. Like, if she'll tell it again 5 minutes later and it'll be different. She'll expand it, or like, that's how she always is. When she's upset. When she's not upset, she does do a similar version of this shifting story that's made up, but it isn't necessarily malicious, but it does seem sort of schizophrenic. Like her ideas about being American Indian and me being American Indian. Like, you guys saw, that kept changing shape over a period of several days. So at first it's Rogan's got a secret Indian father, but then it's Rogan's entirely Indian and he was adopted. There's a shift. There's always a shift. The crazy stories she's telling about me, it'll be the same way. She'll add things, she'll expand, it'll become eventually ridiculous, just clearly intrinsically. I mean, why would she have ever gotten in the car with me in Ithaca? You'll leave since it's not helping. You're American Indian. I'm not. My daughter insists I am. She's insisting that I'm secretly adopted, and my mom told her that, or my mom told her mom that. The story changes. Sludgy, you were annoyed that Jelly was annoyed with you. Oh my God. I'll stop being reasonable if being reasonable isn't helping. You're good, Jelly. Now that you guys have met Red, you know why Jelly's my favorite. It is actually like a family thing. Do you think there's a difference between believing your own lies and schizophrenia? I know a lot of people who lie to the point they believe their own lies, but they're not necessarily schizophrenic. Whatever's wrong with Red isn't schizophrenia, but it's related. She does both. Like when she gets malicious, she makes up lies in a really childish way that's just sort of mean and performative. She does actor stuff. But she's also sometimes genuinely mistaken and delusional. You can see a mix of it going on. And there's also an element of not understanding how serious what you're saying is. Like, she just tried to get the cops to arrest me for sexually assaulting children on the fly because she was mad at me. That's just so utterly unhinged. Like, it wasn't even something she plotted or planned. She just started doing it because she was mad at me. I'm sure she's not mad at me now. I mean, I've had a bunch of conversations with her. What she'll do is pretend that it never happened, and then if I try to get her to apologize and explain, she'll just start doing it again. Crazy unhinged accusation. They got worse. Like, I've heard reports of, like, Jelly's here. I don't want to get into the details of this shit. I mean, she probably watched those streams too, but it's just gross. It's horrible. Not believable. It's like I'm Vlad the fucking Impaler. It's like I'm actually Epstein. No, actually worse. And it drags the whole thing down. Like, Jelly's hanging out in here now. This is just a gross conversation you even have to have. It's just fucking... I love my daughters so much. And I've never heard either of them. And that will become clear. Now that all of this is out in the public, both of my daughters will at some point rattle and recant. She made me a supervillain. Yeah, can we change the subject? That's a good idea. I'm going to smoke a little bit more tobacco outside. Did you ever go and stay with Porky? I tried. Let's talk about the weather. I mean, is that a safe subject these days? I think that's political. Yeah, we need to change the subject. It's a drag for the girls when it keeps coming up. Like, seriously. Like, if the point is to protect, like, that this space is safe for them, like, I wouldn't feel particularly safe in a place where we had to keep discussing how safe I am. Right? It's raining tariffs. Yeah. What we got? I heard it. I started school just about 3 or 4 days ago. How is it, Jelly? What grade are you in? You're in 7th grade, right? Man, I really liked 7th grade. 7th grade is my favorite. You shouldn't. Actually, Jelly, you're right. Though everybody were just talking about how old you are, so it's, that's why you're in a bad mood, Jelly, because school just started. It's true, Sludgy. Do you know what buddy trolling is? When people act like your friend appears online but really just want to see you fall? Yeah, it happens in here a lot. The mask slips. At times, the mask slips. I'm gonna take my bedtime medicine here, you guys. And I was gonna play a little guitar. I brought the guitar in so I could play guitar. Drago plays. What's up? Hi, hi. Is John Porky live? So far, he is. Yep. Yeah, Drago plays. Hello, 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 hello. Do you know the hardest part about rollerblading? Telling the parents that you're gay. Not for long. I mean, I wouldn't threaten that poor mentally ill, deluded bastard. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I think I was genuinely his best friend in ways that are just ruinous for him. Hey, Ollie's girl, how are you? So did you watch the attack video? Were you in here when we watched the attack video? You were, weren't you? Would you like to hear my imitation of that attack video? Ollie's girl, why were you allowed to hang out in places where there are older people who should know better and have better things to do than I'm really too good at this, actually. It's really disturbing. It's almost like I have met her. If you was me, you might be almost as retarded as I probably would be if I wasn't more retarded than that. I hate that. Where even am I? I'm in a safe place, okay, Ollie's girl? I'm in a safe place. Okay, you don't worry about that. You don't worry about where I am, okay? I'm in Oregon. I'm I'm like 10, 20 miles from Portland. I just thought if I went a little bit out in the country, I would find a cheaper Motel 6. But it's still a cute little yuppie neighborhood. It's too bad I'm broke. There's cool bars and restaurants over here. Tomorrow I'm going to get the car worked on. Not at Porky's. Oh my God. You don't know what happened? No, I'm not at Porky's. He ain't gonna be in here anymore. Um, you should probably watch the stream. He acted really crazy, and I had to flee with the cats and come over to this hotel. Actually, a different hotel. Yeah. The ones from. I mean, I was driving, and then I was outside looking for him. That I don't know. There's two from this morning, late last night. I don't know. Pork was not acting. No, he's genuinely crazy, and he's not. He's going around and I. It doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about that crazy motherfucker. No more Porky. No, go look. He acted really frightening, and he acted really really insane. Um. And I do think actually him pretending to be like some king troll is a part of covering for his behavior in such a way that like it's like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Like that's what he's doing. My floor is amazing. I know, I kinda wish it wasn't. I mean, I knew when I started live streaming that the personal drama in my life would dovetail into this in a way that would be I didn't know it would dial up. I didn't know it would dial up. I thought like I'm getting old. It's not gonna be like it was when I was young. I really did. I thought like it's not like I chase women anymore or do weird drugs. Like I much. Um so where are we today? Leave me leaking in the street. Where's Rogan? He's out in that alley, getting rained on. It always rains in Portland. Do you sleep 8 hours a night? I can't sleep 5. I wake up and I'm just overwhelmed with horror, and I wake up and I start crying, and then I can't get back to sleep. If I want to get 8 hours sleep, I have to drug myself 3 times. I can sleep about 4.5 hours. I haven't slept. I only slept 2 hours last night, and I haven't slept more than 5 hours since this road trip started. I missed old Porky. Ollie's girl. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, Neo, don't feel bad about enjoying the drama. I was telling them earlier, like, being prurient about enjoying watching this kind of train wreck in somebody's personal and private life, that doesn't mean you're like a sociopath or evil or you're not welcome to enjoy. Do you know what sleep debt is? No. Porky was trying to steer you off when he started talking about murder. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, like, I've got friends who are murderers. Dude, who do you think I am? Rogan fucking Marshall. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, I've had several friends who are adjudicated murderers, actually. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Porky has some kind of weird criminal past. But that was just a profound, I don't, like, the story is you met up with Porky in real life. Yeah, like yesterday. Fucking disaster. And I'm not sure there's enough money in the community to get me out of the disaster yet, but there should be. I have enough money to get the car looked at with my friend Aaron, the mechanic, here tomorrow. Rogan, would you come to New York City? Yeah, I would. Yeah, if I had a place there. Yeah, if the car would make it. Sleep debt is when your brain basically start attacking itself because you accumulate too much sleep debt, as in not sleeping 7 or 8 hours minimum. I mean, I haven't been able to sleep more than 4 or 5 hours a night for a long time. If I drug myself into 2 shifts of sleep, I get 7 hours of sleep. I mean, when I was a little kid, I would wake up screaming from night terrors and sleep paralysis like 10, 20 times a night, because of the damage done by food poisoning repeatedly when I was a baby. It went bad, but I don't know what happened either. Yeah, in fact, I gotta go get some sleep now. So you're still in Portland, same hotel you checked into this morning at 8? No, a different hotel. I needed to take a day off so that I could regroup and relax and get to sleep. Yeah, Jelly, and from now on, like, I'm just not gonna, like, whatever develops with girls who are teenagers being fans who have a group chat with like, I just shouldn't be in it. Like, that's like, I already dissolved the one because I had a panic moment where, like, you guys just don't, like, I don't need to be a part of those conversations. These people are pretending like that's something creepy anyway. And by the way, Ollie's girl, I never deleted our conversation. So whatever conversations we had is like, yeah, I can carefully show some of these conversations, but there's people's real names all over them. So, opposite ends of the state mayhem. Oh, I've been to Niagara Falls. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't think, well, my plan A is our friend Ability in Illinois. I'm supposed to talk to him late tomorrow afternoon. I'm supposed to FaceTime with his wife so that he can get the requisite backup opinion that it's good for me to go there. Well, I'm glad you changed your, Ollie's girl. Do you have any goals with this streaming stuff? I think I'm really good at live streaming. It's an ongoing work in progress. It's not finished until you stop doing it. Slowly but surely to expand the audience, y'all. I'd like it if more of it could be about movies or music, stuff like that, than this kind of drama. Yeah, I don't think you guys should have anyone who isn't. I mean, I think you should consider Haley and Police Dude grandfathered in, But at any rate, warn people our friend Sludgy here. Look, they're coming at Rogan like he's a predator with a predator circle. All his teenage girl fans are over here. Do you want to join the group? Like, that's really, like, I would be scared as shit. That would be like, no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Um, you're 48. Hi, Sophie. How are ya? Was I banned again? I keep kicking you out for 24 hours every time you get dodgy about being Sophie. They give you, or like, I'm not Sophie again, and then say something very distinctly Sophie again. What time you out again? Yeah, you hear what Zoe thinks of that? Did you hear that? Zoe is very disappointed in you, young lady. That's what I said I should be in it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. I thought you said all of Rogan's teenage girlfriends. What? Okay, teenage girl friends. And friends is a strong word. They're fans, which is another thing too. It's entirely parasocial. Come on. That's Sophie. Yeah, it's Sophie. Oh my God, I will. If you try to pretend you're not Sophie, I'm going to time you out again. Oh my God. This is why I can't have nice things. I was genuinely concerned for you and your cats the last 2 nights. We're not safe yet. Next thing is to make sure the car is good. I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow, which probably means 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Then after that, I'm not sure where I go from there. It depends on a couple other factors. It was like 90% solid on the offer of a job and a place to live in Illinois. If the car's not going to make it, well, that's the first thing. Oh my God, Ollie's girl. Yeah, please retract that message. Christ. You're not allowed to sexualize anyone in this chat. Yeah, seriously. You guys quit being spazzy. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna time out Sophie for 24 hours again. Oh my God. You're in Cleveland? Really? I just drove through Cleveland like 4 days ago or something. I'm so tired. Can you give me a small rundown on the situation you're in? Oh my God. There's another, the HB dropped another short about me. I have dropped another video about Rogan Marshall. Clearly none of y'all have parents who are like doling out the Adderall 1 pill at a time, I must say. I'm just saying, I must say. Don't think I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on, it's in the shorts. I contacted missing exploited children, and this is why I'm disgusted. Wait, Rogan Marshall? Hold on.
I want to be perfectly clear. I have never, ever gone real life off of YouTube since I've been on here. But what I'm seeing on this Roganautica, whatever his name is, on here, channel.
Okay.
Him.
She can't pronounce Roganautica. That's the maximum volume I got, Sludgy, because it's only the speakers on the front of my laptop. And she's got really bad levels. Like, I thought I was technologically backwards. Hold on, I'll play that from the beginning.
I want to be perfectly clear. I have never, ever gone real life off of YouTube since I've been on here. But what I am seeing on this Roganautica Annika's, whatever his name is, on here, channel, him having child mods,
Hi, Zion.
secret group chats, secret chats, when he is, 55, 60 years old? That's not okay. Yes, I did contact missing and exploited children this evening. I have no clue who else to contact. I don't know where these children are located. But I see the signs. He is grooming them. And so I hope that something will be done. I hope that he is taking off of this platform. Because this isn't right. He's monetized, y'all. How is in my opinion, a predator allowed to be monetized on here? And yes, I do have the receipts where I reported him. So if any of his fans are watching this as he calls y'all, y'all can stay mad because I'm going to do what's right, but I feel in my heart. Parents, watch what your child is doing online.
Okay. What is with the crickets, man? You can't make this shit up. I can't see the comments. Wait, there's no comments on this one. Oh, there are. Yeah. Ollie's girl, exactly right. That's why. Yeah. Don't have me in any more groups with you guys. Yeah, it just looks bad. I don't. I mean, there's no. I don't really need to be careful. My interactions. These girls will tell you. I act the same way in private as I do in public. Like, there's no. I don't actually think of it as private. It's still part of the channel and part of my, like, what I do. Uh. Yeah, thanks guys for commenting on this one. I wouldn't have let this one go if I was you guys either. Like, hold on. We're not missing. We're not missing, lady. What is going on? This lady who calls herself HB Chit Chat has started making attack videos and dropping them. My channel is 18 plus, Kelly Harris. It is set to adults only. Why does everybody think it's not set to adults only? All the controls that filter for only adults are in place on my channel on every video. There's no, it's porous. YouTube doesn't have a way to control for the age of anyone's age in here. Why chill? Dude, you're the one who is like, you should make your channel 18 plus. Why don't you go look? Whether it's 18 plus. I mean, it's a little annoying. Jesus, you're the one who said something, Kelly. 18 years old as an adult. I mean, there's that question too. Like, what are you? I mean, it's just me talking. Nothing else happens in here except me talking and playing guitar. Is most of the adults 18 plus? A strange way to put that. Yeah, all the mods except for these three and like one other person who is successfully passing. Nobody thinks it's 18 plus because there's nothing but kid mods. That was only true when they all just came in just now. Christ. Yeah, I'm always very respectful. Yes. There's no reason to chase the teenagers out except to be mean. Knox, my boy, how are you? It's been 18 plus. Yes, Zion. Yes. Well, it's set to adults only, which gives YouTube this dodge for, like, they aren't actually effectively controlling. Nobody does this to other YouTube live adults ever. I see 100 hours of this shit. I've never seen someone say adult can't have a kid audience ever anywhere. Yeah, no, it's just these people from Mississippi doing this to me. Yeah. I just saw the wigging out with your daughter, then you being trolled for 2 nights. Wow, okay. Can I chill for 5 minutes and then get banned out? I don't, hold on, Knox, my boy. Why did you do that? Hold on, Knox, my boy. Why did you do that? What's going on? I didn't want anyone to time maple syrup girl out. It's me, Ollie's. Oh my God! What did you just change your name? The fuck? What video is Red acting crazy? I don't know. There's a lot. They're all. Aren't you the dog trainer? Um, no. Um, no, I'm not the dog trainer. Um, I'm glad you guys are all back in here. It's very nice to see you. What's been new, Zion? Oh my God. Have you been watching the videos this week, Zion? I could not have scripted this. Like, I just couldn't. It's not. It's been really crazy. I'm shell-shocked, actually. I wonder, man, how you can handle all these things between Red and Porky. I'm not okay. Like, that's why I'm just sitting here tonight. I needed to rest. I'm a real one, was just genuinely concerned to you. Not too many real ones out here. Thank you, Kelly. Maybe social media break is needed. That I don't, from what? The only good thing in my life is this. Dang, there's so many viewers. What happened? Zion, you really need to catch up on the streams for the last week. Since the road trip started. Gee, I wish you'd been on the road trip with me instead of Rad. I think it would be fun if you did voice calls in Discord with the fans and mods. I do sometimes, Sludgy. We were using the Google chat for that, actually. Like a group call. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I have a couple of times, like, all the girls will be in the chat, and but it's literally, it's a room full of teenage girls. Like, you can't hear anything but teenage girl noise because they all go. Yeah, I should some night just keep having people call in, like, rotating guests, like all the fans coming in. No more John Porkies. Thank you, baby Grizz. We were calling Zoe and she was going nuts during the call. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Do you want to hear the first attack video? I would love to call in sometime. Cool. Once this road trip is over, if people can help loser fuck Miss stands for money, you'll make it. Rogan, just keep asking for help. Yeah, I think the channel's got my back for the exact amount of money I need to get there. There's a little bit of that element involved. Like, I have $400 right now because I was down to like 100 at the beginning of last night's debacle. Everybody thought Porky was going to help me. I was supposed to be starting work at a new job, like, about now. Good night, Ollie's girl. Say the word shoe, show, and mention your babies, yeah. What's your career? Oh, I didn't, by the way, one of the people that Porky just timed out while he was flipping out the other night, timing everybody out, was actually offering me an acting gig. It looks legit. It's like a low budget spy thriller with a bunch of military themed action, bunch of stunts and stuff, handling firearms. They want me to play a retired CIA veteran who has to come back out of retirement for one last job. Like, it's perfect. So I have no idea whether it's going to be good or bad or low budget or big. It's not big budget for sure. But the like log sheet and it looks fairly legit. It looks like a legit small movie. Which like, it's one of those weird things, like old Rogan making an acting comeback in a major role in a low budget action spy thriller movie. It doesn't matter whether it's good. It's going to be great. Like, that's just awesome. Like, that's like me being the guy who gets killed in Gobblefoot. Like, there's no, yeah, perfect fit. Perfect fit. Whoever, that guy decided, I don't know how they found out who I was. Like, somebody must have been a fan of my live streams and been like, that guy would be really good for this. But yeah. But I don't know what the follow up on that is going to be. I shouldn't have mentioned it at all because you can tend to, those things get jinxed if you talk about them too much. Wait, is there a Discord? Jelly has a Discord, right? I'm not in there either. Schmungus made one. That's the one I was just looking at. Oh my god, am I back in the Discord? I don't also Crack the live streamer has totally, like I said I would do gaming content with him on his channel. So like I'm gonna make him teach me how to play. Crack is he's got a small channel, he's a live streamer. How is Red? Red is good, baby Grizz. Red is doing better than me, according to her. Anyway, Crack's a live streamer who's a fan. He does gaming stuff, so he's gonna make me play Fortnite with him. I'm gonna do that on his channel. I don't know when we're gonna do it. You should play Call of Duty. I was gonna do that on the stream. Like, you love Crack, like, but the streamer you guys don't know, right? Just watch some of the lives. I didn't actually make up any of this, Zion. I was watching the other video. So yeah, now there's 50 people in here all the time. Because just the other shoe keeps dropping. Pork called me back, he tried to. Then he sent me a bunch of messages apologizing while he was all over the internet trolling and threatening. He's not okay. You guys are awesome for commenting on this lady's videos. Now that someone is paying attention to my... I really... Tammy, how are you? I really need the crickets noise. I really need the Mississippi, like, yard. I should just start reading all the comments in her voice. I'm watching Flash Gordon, Rogan. Crazed Paula Dean sounding hobgoblin is making hit videos on Rogan just to catch people up. Gotta stop. I didn't know that anybody as stupid as that was mouthing off in public, and I honestly am proud. I'm proud of this particular line of attack. Oh my god, I hope she goes viral attacking me. Her videos are normally only getting 50 hits, and we know there's more than 50 people who hate me in Hattiesburg before you even get to me. Like, especially the girls coming on I contacted missing exploited children. Why do you guys have so much sugar in your food? Hear the crickets again. I gotta go back to the other one. Hold on. I do gotta listen to it again. She's got 3 plays from me. That's like... Oh, Crack is on right now, the live streamer. Anyway, yeah, Crack, he's a teenage live streamer. He's like 16 or 17. He's really funny. The couple of edited videos he and his team have made are really cool, and they've made some really strange experimental music. He seems like a good kid, but he wants me to do gaming content with him. And I was like, yeah, teach me how to do it, and I'll play Fortnite. I'll play Roblox. Like, we'll do the thing where I'm not the smart old man who's suddenly very, very stupid when it comes to video games. It'll be really funny. Yeah, I'll probably play Fortnite to start with. But I joined their Discord, or at least I friended up with him and his editor on Discord, so we'll figure something out. How are the cats? They're awesome, Zion, now. After yesterday, I and the cats were so exhausted. Like, I'm going to call it early. I'm actually going to go to sleep here in the next little while. try to get like as I haven't slept more than 5 hours in a week, and last night I only slept for 2 hours. I'm fading up pretty fast now. Finally, yeah, I'm utterly terrorized. Like I I don't know how I really don't. I have combat fatigue. I just straight up have combat fatigue. I'm gonna go over to this guy Aaron's place. I forgot to. I got to get off of here before I mean, I'm gonna message him. I was gonna call him. I'll call him in the morning before like people keep being like you got to check people's addresses and make sure they are who they say they are. I don't. He's who he says he is. I don't know. Like yeah. I guess I should try. I'm not really. I don't know. I trust my judgment, even though it was really off about John Porky. To be fair, he really has been in here acting like he's my profoundly mentally ill and drunk, but genuine and otherwise reliable best younger friend. Like he's been really committed to being the main guy in the streams. Christ. I only exist because I was unfortunately born. Born never asked. Zion, I'm starting to feel kind of frisky, and so I'm having to admit that I'm straight. And I'm feeling less undersexed. I'm feeling actually kind of interested in women lately. Almost. I'm still scared of women, but I'm willing to entertain the idea of failing to deny them my essence. Oh my God, somebody was sharp enough to make some really funny Lolita references in the videos of me and Red hanging out. Like in one of the videos where Red and I were in the car, somebody commented, Claire Quilty is behind you. I was like, what the fuck, dude? How did you even pull that out of... Like, it took me a second to remember that that was Peter Sellers. It was like, now's my time to shine then. You should call him and put him on speakerphone and ask him why he did it. He didn't have an answer. Gulis Grotto, he really cares about me. I don't want to bait that poor mentally ill bastard into feeling worse or... Like, this was an important part of his life for like the last 6 months, and he just really, really ruined it. Was he drunk? Watch the stream. He's not okay. Actually, speaking of Kubrick, he reminded me of Face to Face. He didn't have an answer. I don't think he cares about anyone. I don't think he has the mental bandwidth to really care about anyone. What he was doing didn't make any sense, Zion. The parts that are relevant are he did that to Red the night before he did that to me, and he was very reckless and weird about the cats. Like, that's the main, like, the whole reason to be there is because I know the cats are going to be safe there. I can live in the fucking car. I really thought he would be good for the cats. He seemed to really care about Pi and Zoe. Like, I thought, like, worst case scenario, at least Red will be squared away and the cats will be squared away. We just need to come up with new plans. Tammy, so tomorrow, after I get out of the hotel, I am driving 3 hours the wrong direction to hook up with this guy, Aaron, who's a mechanic who came in and I live 3 hours away. He lives in a small town in Washington, actually. And he can go over the car with me and make sure it will make it all the way back across the country one more time. And then I will drive back with the cats. Plan A is agility. Has some stuff going on in Illinois. I am in Portland, Maple Syrup Girl. You want me to look up Trenton, don't you? You want me to do a collab. Let me know if you're from New York City. I mean, Zion, I could have found Trenton, yeah. Gee, why don't you hang out in here more often? Agility school, I was just mentioning you. I've just had such a late night of working last. How are things going? Tonight I'm safe, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna, like, why has everybody got a cousin named Dixon Myers? That's so weird. Um, I'm gonna, yeah. So, how many days ago did you meet up with Porky? Last night. This morning. Um, uh, I'm fading so fast. I'm like falling asleep on my feet. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go see Aaron about working on the car. If he wants to be on camera, then we'll do a stream where we're working on the car, and that'll be fun. And then I'm gonna talk to Agility on the phone. Make sure you got the grandkids to bed finally. 10:21. Are they young enough that that's crazy late for them? They are, aren't they? They should have been asleep a while ago. You're the grandparent that get to stay up late and eat candy and stuff. Your cousin's name is Amanda Hug and Kiss. Zion, I went to high school with a guy named Ethan Upper, and my friend Tom would always say to him, "You have to, if you ever have a daughter, you have to name her Ophelia, so she'll be named Ophelia Upper." Oh, the village announcer. There you go. There you go. There we go. Yup. Yup. You love being timed out. Not gonna lie. Pervert. I can't give announcer his name back. Cold Pora, fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon. You want your shield back too? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What happened? I wonder if you still have that magical ability, Zion. What was up with that? That was really weird. I'll know with anything going on. I didn't go to bed last night. I only had 2 hours of sleep. So yeah, I'm pretty solid on the agility plan in Illinois. Um, yeah, we'll see, but I think that's definitely the plan A. I'm gonna make sure the car can make it first though, because the game is different if the man who's a mechanic is like this is not gonna make it back across the continental divide. I think it will. Like it's only the exhaust is just being real loud, and it's not. It's handled a little funny in terms of it doesn't like getting up to speed, but that's because I don't like making it scream. It's loud. Yeah, I gotta call this in a minute and get some sleep. I was supposed to call Aaron, and just like everybody was like, you should hear his voice on the phone before you go driving 3 hours that way. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I'll make sure to. I'm gonna text him tonight. I'll call him in the morning. I mean, if you had enough funds, you would have covered vet stuff and fly the cats out. Well, that's the other thing is if I end up with the car not working, I can take a bus, but the cats can't. Or like, yeah, get the cats fixed and shotted and then I'll fly out. Now, I'm terrified of airplanes. I really, really am terrified of airplanes, but you can ship a cat on a plane. Get somebody else to pick them up. I don't know, but that's what we were talking about doing before Love Hello came up with the idea of buying the used car for me that I'm now beating to death. Kid who sold me the car was right, made it to California without any problem. I mean, I'm in Portland, not California, but same difference. What is Jelly doing? Oh, thank you, Jelly. Yeah, I knew you were doing a good job. You didn't even take a plane to Hollywood, did you? The last time I flew, last 3 times I flew to Hollywood. One of the times we were working on Attic, and that was when I realized I'm utterly terrified of planes and shouldn't get on one. Then later that year, my best friend from high school, Tom, committed suicide. And for his funeral, like my friend Mike called me and was like, I bought you a round trip plane ticket. You're getting on in New Orleans. And I was like, yeah, okay. You already bought me the plane ticket. I'm not going to be a little bitch about him. I can't get on a plane to go to Tom's funeral. But I was just as terrified on the way there and on the way back. What happens is, it's not just that I think it's scary to fly. What happens is I become convinced that I'm the kid in Final Destination. Like, I have psychic flashes sometimes. And when I get on an airplane, I'm convinced that I'm having one of my psychic moments, and I know the plane is going to crash. It's happened to me 3 times now. And the third time I knew I was just being delusional, but I wouldn't, well, my heart is tricky now, so I can't actually. Like, I'm just gonna blow up my heart. You have main character syndrome. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean, but it sounds right. It sounds right. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get some sleep. If I go to sleep now, I can just go to sleep and not even set an alarm because I know I'm not gonna sleep more than 6 hours, and I got 12. I did see Hamilton in 1776 in New York City. He was fucking your mom. Or was it my mom? That's something to write down. What is? Wait, what's something to write down? If the first letter of the nickname I call you is capitalized, I respect you deeply. If not, then you haven't earned it or you lost it. Are you saying you're not using a capital R for my name? Is that your whole point, Jelly? You really are my daughter. Damn, she decapitalized you, Rogan. um, Damn, son. And you old shit. All right, guys. I didn't know. So every time she capitalizes somebody else's name, it jabs in me. Rogan, how familiar are you with the drama communities on YouTube and how hard they go? I actually wrote to Lyrics to ask him to cover what's going on with me. The drama streamer. I don't know what he does now, but like a year and a half ago, I watched him religiously for a month or two while I was sort of gearing up to do this. During the whole Mama Max, Camden Gerard Davis fiasco, Lyrics was one of the point men on that drama farming. And he's really good at interviews and really good at analyzing evidence. He's like 20. I don't know what he's doing these days, but I loved his streams like a year ago. Yeah, the Mama Max scandal is fucking, that was insane. Also, he covered the thing with who's the girl in that creep Destiny circle who made weird sexual allegations about some kind of party where everyone was making out. I can't remember her name. Katie Bugs. Well, after all this, believe me, if I had fake teeth, they would hit the ground. Yeah, I want some of these drama streamers to dig into what's going on with me. Also, at this point, somebody needs to cut a movie from the drama parts of what I do. Like, somebody needs to make a documentary. And it still hasn't, there's big arcs that have not resolved. I'm starting to feel like I'm an anime. I'm starting to feel like I'm an OVA. It ran like 200, 300, 25-minute episodes. Started in the 70s. Christ. Yeah, a couple of people have, you're gonna steal my life story as a movie. I mean, I hadn't even told y'all like big parts of the interesting stuff. There's just too much going on. Yeah, one thing about the drama, this is like a full-time job. I'm trying to keep up with you. One thing about the drama streamers is they can defend me. Okay, so even if they set out to attack me, they can defend me better than I can because I'd have nothing to, like, I haven't done anything wrong. Like, attacking me, like, you'll make a little bit of a lol cow of me. But in the end, wait. What's up, Zoe? What's up? You gonna hop up? What? It's Zoe. Yes. What? Where are we going? What? Zoe, what is it? Where are we going? You're officially a lol cow. No, there's like that's one of the things that's really interesting about this space is that is it snuggles time, Zoe? Is that what we're doing? Yes. So is that there's a complex way in which you embrace your inner fool. You have to be willing to be a lol cow, to be something other than that. I mean, as a musician and as an actor, you learn pretty quickly that there's a risk zone where creativity happens. That you start to risk expressing genius by risking looking foolish. Tammy, yeah, thank you. So yeah, there's this weird zone, and I always knew. All right, let's just get rid of this what really happened guy. They always go after the girls. Like it's never like. It's amazing. It's amazing. What is it? Was it a You're sorry for everything me and the kitties have been through. Me too. Tammy, I think by the end of tomorrow I'm going to have solutions clearly in place and I'll know how much money I need to get there. But I think the plan is going to be to go to Illinois, and I think the car will make it. And I think I'll probably have enough money to do everything the car needs tomorrow and then get a hotel room. Like that's where I'm going to be. I got about 400 right now. My PayPal link stopped working. I think I've just overdrafted whatever limit. Like I've moved too much money through it in the last week or something. But the Cash App link there still works. Except I don't need more money yet. Like I got probably 400 right now. So I'm fading fast. Man, I don't like going to bed and leaving you guys. I really don't. Sunshine Girl, how are you? But yeah, I'd always, did you write down what I said about the first letter of everyone's nicknames names? No, I didn't need to write it down. I got it. Zoe, what? Yes, is it Snuggles time? Yeah. I love you, Zoe. It sounds like where we might go to in Illinois, they might actually get to go outside some. Of course, there's, yeah. What's the latest plan? I'm going to get up in the morning and go to this mechanic's place and, I'm going to call him and make sure everything's good. And then I'm going to go over there and work on the car. It's about a 3-hour drive the wrong direction. I still have a bunch of red stuff in the car. I think I may just not try to give it to her. I think I may just mail it from when I get where I'm going, just so I don't have to. Like, it's really not safe to be around her. It's just not safe. I love her, and I'm really scared I'm not going to see her again. My health is done, and poor kid. We could be family right now. We could have family right now. There's people, if they could see their father. What is it, Pie Wacket? Are we both here? What? My cats are so happy tonight. Look at how happy they are. Be careful heading out in the morning, yeah. 3,000 miles, Porky seemed to be a very dangerous person. He did not want to be on camera. He was weird. Alright, I'm gonna pass out, guys. Thanks for being here. I will come back in tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna fuck around with streaming while I drive tomorrow. But Yeah, the cats had a hard time last night. That's one of the reasons why I just got a hotel room 20 miles away and just like I needed to get some sleep and they needed to rest. Uh, Hi, Mr. James. Did you want to be a mod, Mr. James? Should I give you a mod back? If you want to actually mod the chat, like then I'll give you the mod status. I think you were a mod, right? Before I massacred the mods. Stay safe, thank you. Neo does HVAC. Thank you. I wish all this was easier, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's good for the channel. I miss my daughter so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's so nice to see you, Zion. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thank you. Good night, everybody.